0, 1, 2, 3. Let's get started.
Well, it ends quick. Why did my chair so low? Why do I feel so low? Probably because I need dopamine or something. I don't know. There you go. It's raining soon. Oh my god. Wait, who told me? Hold on. Who just sent me a message? Somebody just sent me a message. Why am I getting messages? Stop. Just stop talking to me. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. How you doing, buddy? I turn this back on. Now I'm too tall. Holy cow. What's going on there? Why? Why? What was that? Oh, I need that. That's my meerkat. Why is that moving? Why is that moving? Why is this moving? What is going on? Why do I look like alfalfa? Great. What is this? I've not been here all day, y'all. He has. Hello, beautiful. Hello, my darling. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime doll. I've not been here all day. I am now, I think, kind of. We're going to start back over that homework last night. I didn't like it. I didn't like where it was going. I'm going to tell teacher I don't like it. Be like, I don't like this. That's not my name. What is my name? How do I change my name? How do I change my name? How do I do anything? Edit avatar. That's not it. That's my avatar. What is my name? What's my name? Sorry, there's a noise outside. Somebody came home. Wasn't me. White Rabbit will not be here tomorrow, so do not tell what I do. Please. Mitchell, how you doing? 242, what's up? Emily! You're not supposed to hear that. We're gonna start this one over. Grass is green. How you doing? Lady Autumn Sky. Could you be Lady Spring Sky? Can I call you Lady Spring Sky? What's the opposite of autumn? No, autumn means fall. Oh, that's my nose itch. Ah. I wish I had an excuse like cocaine, but I don't. Anyway, Nanny Clampett, how are you doing? Bobby Baloney. What's going on? Wait, someone fill me in. Why didn't he like it? So it's my own thing. I got so start about the first 30 minutes of it. And the whole dog thing. Because like the pictures of the dog, I don't like them. They don't coincide with the dog. I want to rewatch it. We have an hour and a half. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm more focused. Yesterday was Cinco de Mayo. I wasn't here. El Experto, and he was wearing his Cuban hat. Why did I ever get this hat? Because it was $2 in the grocery store. I swear you guys, I got this. So I went to the grocery store. There we go. Went to a grocery store. All right. And I see this sitting there. Well, come to think of it, this might have been somebody's. It's kind of, well, there's no smell in it anymore. So it's like a hobo hat, right? It needs to go down a little bit. There we go. Hey, look at this. So I came out wearing this, And White Rabbit's like, "What are you doing?" No, I don't even think she said that. She just took my picture. And I was like, "Yeah." It's like, here I am. I'm El Eduardo from Dexter. Hey, Emily would actually like Dexter, I think. That'd be a good show for her. If she wasn't on YouTube all the time, should I know an Audible and make him watch Melanie's interview with Garrett Wing first? Who is that? Who is this Melanie and Garrett Wing? I don't know them. You wasted $1. You have you been to Aldi yet? Oh my gosh. Yeah, how you doing? Some golf girl, you know what I almost called you? I almost called you Somali girl. Don't ask me why my brain was working that way. I've been with my dad all day. He's like, "Will you take me to the store?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So we go to the store, and it's a closed. The store was closed, and so I like, okay, I know where another one is. And anyway, I ended up driving almost to Dollywood. Kid you not, to take my dad, and I told him, I told my dad, I was like, "All right, I gotta take a shower before we go." I go downstairs, and he's sitting there waiting on me. He said, "I thought you said you were ready." I said, "No, I said I gotta take a shower before I get ready." Oh, it was hello, my darling. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime doll. Emily C says, Audible. Yeah, she watches football. She watches football and she eats almost an American pie. That's not right. She eats apple pie. I don't know if she does or not. I don't eat apple pie because, hey, most talkative. I think I was, wait a second. Most talkative. Have you met, um, wait, what happened to some golfer girl? Most talkative. Have you met some golfer girl? Wait, hold on. See this? Look. Look at that avatar. You know what avatar I like? I like the Corona commercial. Corona at Christmas time. At Christmas time. Okay, wait a second. Why is this? Oh, wait a second. Also, Emily, are you still here? So I have to apologize to you. I think yesterday I was like, wait, this is Emily. And- Hang on, I gotta hit pause on that. Yeah, I thought because he's wearing blue. She has long dark hair. I'm going, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm absolutely dead. Oh, you've seen Dexter? No way. What's that guy's name? His buddy, his Cuban buddy. He had the hats. Sorry. Oh, Hollywood, Florida. That's isn't that where Hulk Hogan's from? Stop it. Stop it. This is not Emily, by the way, right here. I was hello, my darling. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime doll. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. If only it was a green frog, as opposed to a red frog. Oh, wait a second. That's right. I gotta be looking for this. I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait a second, y'all. I messed all this up. So here we go. We go to YouTube. I gotta find Emily's channel. Emily. Emily C. Emily O say, can you see the videos? Wait, hold on. Okay. I gotta go to her channel. I was just looking at her channel. I wasn't actually watching her channel. Okay, so did you change it? Did I just click that link now? Boop. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. This starts up at 25 minutes. And this is where I was? This is where I was.
When they got home to the waterfall that evening.
Yes.
This is how Adam Lally used innuendo to get around the truth which is
Yeah,
that
that's where we
Brian
were.
Albert told the grand jury that after he brought
Oh, wait a second.
Chloe
Maybe you sent
out
it to me.
use the bathroom, he lets her stay downstairs and monitors her with all the people in the house.
I did
What we
mess that
see,
up.
and these are the dogs that get washed out, or the what we call.
Now I got it. I got it now. I'm all figured out. I got it now. Sorry. Paste and go. Wait, why is this going? Stop. Okay, this one. And we go to 8 minutes. Okay. Wait a second here. Hold on a second. Time out. Is this it? No, that's not it. Oh man, this is really hurting my brain, y'all. Really, really, really hurting my brain because look what I'm getting ready to do. I'm getting ready to do boom. Does that not hurt your brain? We not just see the same thing twice? Okay, so here's what I need to do. I need to take that out. Boom. I need to make this big. Oh, I need to put sound on too. Sound. Make it bigger. Now look at this. Is this a power tee back here? Is this a Tennessee tee? I believe so. When did Emily go to Tennessee? Wait a second. Do I know Emily? Not Emily, Melanie. There's too many E's in my life. I got a new shirt. I bought the same shirt one I already had. How do you guys like that, huh? You know who does not like this shirt?
The expert, which is this buffed out alpha dude.
Yeah. Not the truth. Not the truth. I'm going to start this over though. I'm going to share something with you guys. So look, I had a I had a bidet. I had a bidet. That's what it sounded like, didn't it? It sounded like I just said I had a French watering toilet, a bidet. Big. I had a big day. Big gay? Did I just call myself a big gay?
I am the Higgy Bear.
And for some reason that won't. Okay. Well, it's not helping at all. Not at all. It is an MP4. Dag nabbit. I'm so angry right now. Get info. It says MP4. You idiots. Okay. StreamYard is the one that's messed up. StreamYard's messed up. I'm trying to show you guys a good time. I'm trying to have fun, but no. StreamYard won't let me have fun. It won't. It won't let me have fun. All right, we're going to go ahead and hit play. I love you guys. Love me, please. I have no love in my life. Hey, Ceiling Cat, what are you doing? You can hang out with me, brother. You can hang out with me because nobody else will. We'll go down here and hang out, okay? There we are. Yeah.
And please give a warm welcome to our guest, Garrett. Hello, Garrett.
Hey, thank you so much, Melanie, for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. Why don't you tell the viewers about your channel, tell us first about your background and your experience. And I just want to point out from the get-go that Garrett is not the kind of expert that could testify in court as to dog bites, but we are going to ask him and pick his brain with regard to his experience in his dog training, dog handling, police dog training, his experience of observing dog bites throughout his very long career. And we are going to get some information from him that way. Okay.
Okay. Let me rephrase myself here. So the dog bites. Okay. It's not that I don't think those are dog bites. I did the video that was shown. The first video you sent out. What I didn't like about it was that I think that was a generic dog as the image and trying to convince you that those are dog bites. And I don't think that helps the cause. And so that was the first thing that it wrecked my brain a little bit. And then the raccoon eyes, the kamikaze brain injury, I didn't understand that. So I had to go back and figure that one out. And then I was just like, okay, we're gonna start this over tomorrow because I was a little verklempt in the brain, little slowness there. That's like a slug had a little salt or beer, maybe slugs with beers. I forget to send out what are those things called? X's. It's okay. One day I'll figure it out. I've only been doing this for 4 years, y'all. Because let me tell you what, I really am under a lot of stress. I'm starting to feel it now. Gimli statement off. He goes, hey, Venom, how you doing? Venom understands what stress is. Dollywood's coming up. I want everybody to have a great time. Okay. And it's the same as it has been. It's a walk in the park. Problem is that everybody comes up with different things and they want to try this, want to try that. I'm like, okay, look, guys, like you're just going on vacation. Just let it be. And then there's little things that like I want to improve. I always want to improve myself, and I want to improve things year to year. I want you guys to have the best there possibly can be. And when things don't go my way, the way I envision them, I get stressed out. I start noticing things like right here. I start getting gray again. I've been doing that for like ever. I'll get a gray, and then it'll go away when the stress is gone. You see a little bit right there, just a little bit. Or just start. So I gotta stop that. This happened right before my mom passed away, and then went away. It happened after my dog died, and then went away. Why? Because I am super soldier, Captain America. I think now that I've washed this shirt, I washed this shirt like 4 times today. It's really soft. Really, really soft. I put so much fabric softener on it. I like soft shirts, but it's a little soft. Yes, see, I love this. I love this. Side Eyes is she's a good person. Hey Squid, how you doing? Nefarious, what's up? Oh, what happened here? Where'd that go? Okay. Oh no. Look who's here. Yeah. Hey, wait a second. Bobby Baloney. It's been a long time. It just dawned on me. It's been a long time since we've been hanging out, man. What's going on? How you doing? Holy cow, yeah. Did I one time block you? Is that what happened? I one time blocked you by accident because someone came in. It may not have been you, Bobby. It may have been somebody else, but for some reason, I think of you when I say this story. Somebody came in. I was doing the Thanksgiving Day parade, and somebody came in. They kept asking me what my favorite baseball team was. And I don't know why. It was like 3 years ago. It was giving me so much stress. I blocked them. I was like, just stop it. Just stop it. It's Thanksgiving. I blocked somebody on Thanksgiving. I kind of feel bad about it now, but I really wasn't. I wasn't the seasoned pro that I am now. Now there's never a mistake. Now it's just everything flows like wine over here. It's so easy peasy. So let's go back to, and I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to start listening. I got my notepad. Let's freaking go.
So I'm going to give you the screen. Go for it.
Notepad.
Sure. And thank you for that. And not for nothing, I can pretty much guarantee you I've seen more dog bites than most any medical examiner. And I would say that because people don't often die from dog bites. Very rare, even police dog bites, which can be very serious and very gruesome. So I don't think medical examiners get to see a lot of dog bites on dead bodies. It just doesn't happen. Now, we're talking about gunshot wounds, and I'd be a little bit out of my league there. But when it comes to dog bites, I can't even tell you how many I have seen. We're talking dog bites on humans, whether it's on a suspect, or we get a lot of what we call accidental dog bites in training, when you're training and working with police dogs, you play with fire. Sometimes you get burned. But to kind of set the stage with my background, my father was a police canine handler since 1981 with the City of Miami Police Department. I was born in 1983. And so when you are born into a home of a police canine handler, the dog is like your pet dog. It's there 24/7. So I grew up with police dogs. My father had 5 dogs in his career. And obviously I lived with my father the entirety of my childhood. So not only we would have one police dog in the house.
Okay, where is Connor? And what does this say back here? You see this back here? Danielle, are you here? Oh, wait, I am not a cupcake. Oh, wait a second. Is this an anti-Baker stream? Is this an anti-Broken Baker? Is this anti-Broken Baker? I am not a cupcake. Well, let me tell you what. Ceiling Cat is up there to eat the cupcake. Ceiling Cat says, I'm going to eat the heck out of that cupcake. It is all mine. All mine. And I just realized I'm facing the wrong way. On my end, it looks good. On your end, it looks typical. Bad. Let's switch this. I'll go down there, and then look at this. I can, I'm going to let him talk.
But anytime that first police dog would retire, then we would replace it with the next police dog. And so we typically would have one retired and one active police dog in the house at all times. And again, just to give you more of my background in it, because when you're in police canine work, it's not just a job, it becomes a lifestyle because you bring the dog home with you, as I said earlier. And so I would go often with my father to police canine demos, bring your kid to work day. And my first experience actually taking a bite from a police dog on a sleeve was at the age of 8 years old. I took a bite from
have you guys ever
what
done
was
that?
At the time my family pet, but was actually my dad's police dog. We were doing a demo for some kindergartners, and he said, "Hey, Garrett, my partner didn't show up today, and we want to put on a good show for the kids. Could do me a favor, put the sleeve on and go hide in the bushes." And I was actually like a little freaked out because I'd never done it before. And I told him, "Hey, Dad, I haven't taken a bite before." But having been in the game so long, my father was actually a little taken aback. He's like, "What do you mean you haven't taken a bite yet? Of course I've taught you how to take a bite from a police dog." I'm like, "No, not yet." He goes, "Well, today's your day." So that was the first time I took a police dog bite at 8 years old.
There you go.
And fast forward to when I was 16 years old, I started doing police ride-alongs with my father in the city of Miami. We're talking like late 90s. And late 90s city of Miami is very, very action-packed. A lot of crime going on, a lot of action in the city. And so our very first night out, working midnight shift in some of the rough areas of Miami, obviously, Overtown, Model City.
Wait, hold on.
And my father was a super go-getter when it comes to police work. He worked very hard and just loved the action and spent 28 years in the canine unit. So our very first night out,
that this person
we get
has
in a stolen vehicle chase.
That means
ends up in a car crash,
subscribers,
and a bailout. 3 suspects bail out in a school.
Earbuds.
Very long story short, I see my very first
with a
dog
voice
bite.
thing right here.
I see how the dog tracks the suspect, locates him, and
this person
we get a dog bite at the age of 16 years old is when I see my first one. So not typical for a 16-year-old to be seeing that type of action, but I was hooked. Needless to say, from that point forward. And I already knew I wanted to go into police work, but that kind of sealed the deal for me right there. And so I started doing ride-alongs almost weekly with my father. And every time we went out, we would get into some type of action. And whether it's his dog doing a dog bite, or we would trail along another coworker who was in the canine unit, you name it. By the time I was about 18 years old, I'd seen more police dog bites than most police officers would see in their entire career, because not for nothing, the police canine unit is a very tight-knit community, and they don't trust even regular police officers to come in the backyard with them, to go on searches with them. They find that police officers who aren't up to par, who haven't trained with canine, become more of a liability than an asset. And so they're very selective on who they want in the backyard.
You know what this says?
And so it becomes very much just something special, right? When you form that relationship with the canine community or the canine unit, and they select you, because that's how it would go. And I'll get to that in a minute, but you're usually hand-selected to go in the backyard with canine because they want to trust that you know what you're doing. They want to trust that you have their back, because it's a very dangerous job. And so anyways, at the age of 18, I actually got a job as a explosive ordnance detection dog handler.
Because I love
this is
Connor.
post
He's my
9/11,
bro, man.
2001.
Everything
Excuse me,
about
I'm gonna
this
switch my
guy
earphones.
is gold. I love him.
Post
Absolutely
2000,
love it up. I feel
post 9/11,
so
2001.
stupid right now.
And so all of these big corporations are really freaked out about terrorism and especially
Hey,
bombs.
First Amendment.
And so I got a job with a company called Garrison and Sloan, still in business today. They hired me. I was trained by my father to work as an explosive ordnance detection handler, which is a bomb dog handler. And I worked at the Port of Miami, Port Everglades, where we would sweep all of the materials going on the cruise ships, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian Cruise Line, et cetera. So super cool job for someone at my age, only 18 years old. I had security clearance to work along the cruise ships and work these dogs, it's just an incredible experience. I was super blessed to have that opportunity. All the other handlers that were doing that work at the time were all current police canine handlers, and they were doing this as a side hustle to make extra money. And I got the hookup. I just got to tell you what it is. It was my father hooking me up with that job. Nobody else in my age was doing anything close to that. And so I got to work with, this is where I got my first real hands-on experience as a professional handler, working with German Shepherds, Belgian Malinois, Dutch Shepherds, Labrador Retrievers, you name it.
Labradors.
And all of these dogs were actually destined to become police dogs. Spanish. They all had bite work training. They were just standing by, waiting for their opportunity to be picked up by a police agency, because that's what we would do back then. Is we would all police agencies would typically buy 2- and 3-year-old dogs that were imported from Europe, and that's the dogs I was working. So all of these dogs were fully trained. I didn't do bite work back then. I just strictly focused on trying to find explosives, but got very good at that. Did that for a couple of years before I started putting in my application in to get hired as a police officer. I get hired with the City of Miami Police Department, which happens to be the same agency that, again, my father had been working for already for a couple of decades. My mother was working for. She put in about 25 years with the City of Miami Police Department. Also, my stepfather and my stepmother all worked for that same agency. So I was the 5th wing to be hired with that agency.
Yeah, we'll go a little forward.
And they brought in a new lieutenant. They brought in me as the travel the country. And our mission was to make police canine handlers and their dogs just be better at their jobs. Make sure that they did the best that they could, because it's a super high liability unit. And one of the specialties that we would teach is high risk, excuse me, getting interrupted by a phone call.
Always.
As always, always, but high risk tracking for armed and violent offenders. And that was our specialty. And we also would do a street worthy class, which was, guess what? The focus of that class was just to get dogs to basically engage and be tougher and bite harder on the street. And so that's just a little sprinkling of my background. And now we actually specialize in pet dog training. Of all the stuff my background is, the money happens to be, we say for every police dog that needs training, there's about 10,000 civilians or pet dogs that need training. And so that's what we specialize in now.
Well, I hereby deputize you as an expert in canine dog training and handling. And you are, as far as I can tell,
expert.
Very qualified to speak on this subject. So many people, tell everyone, first of all, what your YouTube channel is, what the name of your YouTube channel is.
American Standard Dog Training. You can also find us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. American Standard.
I like Uncle Stony.
Right.
Uncle
Stony
is my
you
dog
have 1.7 million subscribers.
Hey, Goose, what's happening?
Good for you.
Oh my gosh, Wild Goose, I got to tell you.
A lot of people in the chat are saying that
they talk to me, Goose.
That somebody says no, Chloe had no canine training. She was a rescue, just a reactive house pet. Not sure about that. Somebody says that she was a failed police dog because of her aggression. Somebody said she was a police dog in training. And how many Lexuses have you seen with a dog bite upgrade? That was just a funny one that I put in there. Janine says, I was under the impression Chloe was a failed police trained dog. So what we want to do is talk about both scenarios. How a German Shepherd specifically would behave as a trained canine dog, and how one would behave if it was a household pet, and how one would behave if it was a failed canine dog. And I know that you have some video to show us. So let me know which one you want to handle first.
Sure. So I think the first thing that stands out to me, so I'm assuming, and I don't know too much about the case, I don't know too much about the dog. Chloe, I'm assuming this is a female dog.
I would imagine if her name's Chloe, but anybody knows for sure.
Yeah, and the reason I bring that up is it's extremely rare to have a female police dog. It's very, I think in my entire career, I've seen 2. Extremely rare. takes a very special, it takes a very special dog, period. But we usually pick the males because of that testosterone. They can handle it a lot better.
This guy hasn't been around the white rabbit.
It's a tough job. And not to say the female dogs can't do it. It's just very, very rare. So it's possible that she was a washout. We do have a lot of police dog washouts. They typically are washed out for what we call bad nerves. Meaning they can't handle that stress. They can't handle the gunshots, the violence. We would do simulated type of, we actually do a tremendous amount of testing. We can go deep on the testing of just what it takes for us to even select a potential candidate to get enrolled in a police canine program, which takes anywhere from 4 to 6 months. Once we take the dog, still 4 to 6 months of training all day, every day to get them qualified to even hit the street. So we like to do a very robust testing process before we even take the dog in. And I can dive into the details on what some of this testing might be, but one of the things would be just testing the nerves. Can the dog handle the stress of a simulated encounter with a bad guy?
It seems it's been confirmed through the animal control records that Chloe was actually a female German Shepherd.
Okay.
So does that change your opinion at all? Or let's move on from here. Let's see what videos you have, and
I tell you what,
you can show us about what a German Shepherd attack would look like.
Sure. So I came across this video just in my own research of what I do daily. We do a lot of reviews of dog bites and dog fights and things like that. So this is fairly recent. This is actually from my hometown where I grew up in South Florida, Cooper City, which is a small town outside of Fort Lauderdale. And so I'll share my screen here. And this is a delivery driver, fairly recent. I'd say this is 3 or 6 months old. She comes and delivers a package. I guess she left something, so she comes back. And you're going to see a German Shepherd that I am very confident has little to no training. This is not a police dog. Okay. And you will see, because what I want to kind of frame here is, you don't need to be a trained police dog. You don't need to be a trained protection or quote attack dog to be a dog and bite someone. There are a lot of dogs out there biting people left and right with little to no training. And when we get into it further and we talk about the actual injuries, it actually plays into the dog that, if he was bit,
it's Wednesday.
That doesn't look like a police dog bite, in my opinion. And we'll talk about that. But let's go ahead and show you this video and see what you all think about it. And it's a little gruesome. I'll warn you now.
Yeah, trigger warning.
Yeah.
Trigger warning to everybody who's sensitive to this.
I'll get to the part where this is her after the bite, and I want you to kind of pay attention to the type of injuries you're seeing. And the thing that I want to just continue to point out is the type of injury. A lot of people think of dog bites are puncture wounds. It's very rare that a dog bite is a puncture wound. They are often lacerations. Think of it as sticking a knife in and pulling, because naturally that's what dogs do. They bite their prey and they pull. And or if you were to get bit by a dog, the very first thing you'll try to do is pull away, and it creates those types of injuries. So let's go ahead and go into the video here. This is after the woman is bit. She's in her car and she's a little shooken up, and you can see right here, and we'll play it in a minute, but this is not a puncture wound. This is a laceration from a dog bite. And then dog attack. Watch how quickly this goes down. Again, very confident that this is not a protection dog. This is a German Shepherd doing what German Shepherds were bred to do for hundreds of years. Protect their home.
That attack captured by her own dash camera.
All I can say was, help me, help me. I thought I was going to die.
Deanna Riveros needed more than 30 stitches.
I'm going to go back to that. See the laceration?
Yeah.
That's not a puncture wound, but we're all pretty clear this is a dog bite. Yeah. She got bit. The weight of the dog alone biting and trying to pull its prey down to the floor, and her potentially pulling away is what causes this. Especially too, and we see this a lot in police canine work, when the dogs bite, we are actually taught to provide what's called back tension, and it makes the dog bite harder. And or when you see police canine handlers who aren't as good as they should be, when they go to remove a dog off of a bite, they're often doing what's called a choke off, and they're you can call it a choke off. It's more of like a rip off. And they will actually grab the collar of the dog, especially these really high prey drive, just high drive dogs in general, which we train all day, every day. And we're basically telling them, never let go. Hold on. No matter what happens, don't let go. And oftentimes you'll see police dogs. This is a story for another day, but they often do not let go on the first, second, third, fourth, fifth command, because they're like, make me. And so you're forced to pull the dog off, and it creates really, really bad, nasty lacerations. So we'll
D42. The ceiling cat's in my brain. It's ceiling cats in my brain. Let's see if I can do this. Hold on, one more time. One more time here. One more time. This should work. Why did that not work?
No.
I didn't think so.
Wiggle, 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 yeah. 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 Wiggle, 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 yeah.
Oh, get out of here. What's going on? Sorry. T, thank you so much.
We'll play this just a little further, but you can see how quickly this, in my opinion, is completely untrained German Shepherd just goes right into action.
30 I just want to point out, wait, just stop for 1 second.
Sure.
After what
I want to point out that you said lacerations and that the medical examiner in her report calls those injuries abrasions. Abrasions.
Not an abrasion.
No.
Nothing close to that's not like a curb rash or street rash, or you fall off your bike.
Scrape.
We've all been there, a scraped knee. There's no abrasion there. There's just straight up lacerations and potentially some puncture wounds. This may be a slightly different angle. Just watch it again and we'll move to something else. But look how quickly this dog doesn't hesitate to jump in.
So I went back to her house.
When the door opened, a dog pushed past its owner.
I see the video and I'm just like, I don't understand how I escaped.
She was knocked to the ground as the dog kept biting into her body.
Who is she and why is she at this house?
And I said,
and I'd also say that this interaction probably lasted no more than 15 or 30 seconds. So imagine what a dog bite looks like when the fight takes place over 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. You're going to get a lot more damage.
And this is the dog attacking the dog's owner. Yeah, this is not.
No, this is a dog. This is attacking the delivery driver.
Okay, all right,
coming back. But we often do see. I don't know if the owner suffered injuries too. Sometimes the dogs will redirect on their owners. If anyone's ever tried to break up a dog fight, you find out real quick how quickly you can get bit when the dog's in a frenzy like that. But no, this is the dog attacking just an Uber delivery driver, just knock, knock. And the dog just jumped into what we would kind of refer to as like a territorial drive. Who are you? This is my pack. You don't belong. Let me defend my turf. But again, my point being, that's about an 85-pound German Shepherd. I don't know if it's a male or female. It doesn't really matter.
And Chloe was a female,
how much damage can be done from a pet dog, what we would consider a power breed. And German Shepherds are often considered a power breed, meaning dogs that pack a punch and don't necessarily need to be trained to bite. That's what they do. They don't have hands, really. They use their mouth to explore their world and defend their territory.
Wow.
And this is literal. Oh, we can talk about bitches. Bitches are all right. So there aren't bitches that are
to the next video.
Sure. Well, what I'd probably like to show you now. Let's see. I think we'll start with the video, and then I'll show you kind of the aftermath.
No, like saying. I'm sorry.
Let me pull this up. Ready to go here. These are what we use. I don't even know there's so many cool videos to show you. There's some behind the scenes stuff that we don't normally share. But I thought your viewers would find it interesting how we get police dogs to bite and kind of the mechanics of the bite and some of the, like I said, the equipment that we use. And I actually brought some. So if this interests you at all, let me know.
Okay,
but
gotcha.
This is a typical bite sleeve. And we use this basically to allow the dog to bite as hard as they want, but to protect ourselves. These come in different grades. thicknesses, and they get thinner and thinner, or
Very
thicker,
thick,
as you need
canvas or
them.
Kevlar,
But as
you
we
don't
start
mind.
progressing and trying to
Leather,
get the dogs to
heavy.
actually, one of the hardest things to teach a police dog to do actually is bite human flesh. It's very hard to do because dogs, generally speaking, are man's best friend. And so to get them to actually go from biting equipment to actually biting real human flesh, some dogs, it's a very easy transition. Those are those harder dogs, a little bit crazier. But most of the time, we actually have a hard time getting them to commit to a bite. And so a dear friend of mine, actually, Steve Sprout.
Okay, hang on a second. I've been asking this question. I have not got an answer. So Chloe is a mix Shepherd Malinois. I can't say that. Making noise. Malinois. 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 Malinos. It's a mix of a Shepherd and the M dog. Is that correct? It is a mix. And it's 70 pounds is the other thing.
Who's been in the police canine world for probably almost 4 decades, invented this equipment that I want to show you now.
Mm-hmm.
And his company is called Arm & Lagan. And what he does is he creates these prosthetic limbs specifically made for teaching police dogs how to bite. And this particular one has a little bit more than a handful of bites on it. The idea here being we set up a training scenario with a bad guy. I'll play the bad guy, let's say. The dog, by the way, does not know a training scenario. That's the ticket. That's the trick. In all dog training, by the way, whether it's pet dogs or police dogs, they don't know whether they're training or not. We try to make it as real to life as possible. So the dog comes out, we hide, dog finds the bad guy, and the only thing we try to make available is this, because this is the only thing stopping us from getting really bit. There's no other protection. And I want to show you.
Malinois.
You see the lacerations that are caused from dog bites? You're not really seeing punctures. It looks as if this was stabbed with a knife. Now, that's the closest to a puncture. But for the most part, it's ripping. It's a ripping type thing. Dogs bite and they pull. And at the same time, we are naturally pulling back to create.
So I realized something that I keep saying in my head during this is well, yeah, duh. I grew up around dogs, and it just I don't know, like this doesn't surprise me at all, and I keep forgetting that this is about how a man died. Now I don't understand. I always thought that they tried to say that the lacerations on John's arms came from the well, it didn't come from the baby Jesus, that's for sure. Whatever happened to it, I had the tail light piece I was going to pick up. Anyway, I always thought the lacerations they try to claim came from that because if you look at the tail light piece, like at the one I have, by the way, that was a very slow hit. I didn't find that. Anyway, if you look at that, it is like it's very sharp. It's very where it's broken. It's very sharp. I always thought that was what they're trying to say is where the lacerations came from.
Our own back tension.
They being the prosecution. I'm sorry, the prosecution.
What a rabbit would do in the wild. You know what I mean? A rabbit doesn't, we call them, there's no such thing as suicide bunnies. If a bunny or any other prey item is getting bit, their whole objective is to get away, get away, get away. And that's where you get the lacerations that happen. So that's one piece. And here's another one. By the way, tell me if this doesn't look kind of similar to something we may see a little later. Pretty interesting, right? Don't mind the discoloration. This was just a funky.
See, I keep forgetting. There's so much information. I keep forgetting. So it proves that John was in the house. And if John was in the house, then Karen couldn't have hit him. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was that brain moment. Oh, wow. You guys see that. Holy cow. That feels like, oh my gosh. Oh, I get it. I get it. Holy cow. Now, oh. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, I get it now.
Mold. But again, look at the lacerations. And I have to kind of spread it because of the material, but they're more like cut wounds. And you can see the angle, right? It's pretty consistent depending upon how you present it. So hopefully your viewers find that pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
And if
would
you wanna,
there go ahead? Let me just okay, go ahead, finish before you and then I'll would
I was
there
gonna
be
say, if you wanted to see a video of a dog actually doing it.
Yeah, we do. Totally. But we're saying could you explain bite marks on one side of the arm? Maybe can't see all the photos and Jo could have wounds under. Sorry if duplicate. I have not seen any photos of the inside of the arm. So let us know in your experience what you see in these types of dog attacks.
Sure. So yeah, sometimes you will not see
Holy cow. Yes. Yes, okay. No. I thought that the prosecution was saying that the marks on the arms came from the tail light. That's why I was looking for my tail light piece I've got. Oh, man. Yeah, here. See? See? Oh, go off. All right. See how sharp and pointy? See? And like I thought like they were trying to say that, you have like 48 pieces shattered. I thought that I just assumed that though. I just assumed that. Oh man. Common sense. How you doing? I am not very common essential right now. Yes, moment of clarity. Yes. Holy cow. I wanted to make sure. Gonna say if you still thought the dog killing, there's no. It'd be impossible for the dog to kill him. I don't think there was anything there that would show that. Now, I don't know how he died, but I just know that Karen didn't do it. Do you know what I feel like right now, you guys? I promise you, this is what I feel like. I feel like somebody told me that Epstein hung himself. Epstein didn't hang himself. Karen didn't hit John with a car. If you're still listening, Emily, you can have that for a T-shirt because I'll never get around to making it, but I should. Karen didn't hit John. What? Who would say she did? Why would she? None of that makes sense now. Oh, I mean, it never made sense to begin with. But yeah, that dude, he's like, okay, like either that or very hungry. And John does. Okay, I know what happened. Okay, wait a second. I can play this out. I can still play this out for the prosecution. What happened was Karen ran over John, waffled him, I believe is the preferred nomenclature. He waffled her. No, she waffled him. Boy, this just sounds dirty. She waffled him. That's right. That what Doofus. What's his name? Not Doofus. What's that guy's name? The bald one. You heard the Baldwins? That's in Massachusetts, the Baldwins. Anyway, so Karen waffles John, and then a raccoon, a very hungry raccoon, came up and started going. It made those lacerations. It's like, oh, Huey, he tastes like sweat and alcohol, cheap alcohol. We're gonna say he's very well, it's gin, so that's not good. But Huey, that reminds me of my ex-wife because gin tastes like Christmas tree water, and raccoons live in trees. I think so. Proctor, yes, Dr. Proctor. That guy. Sorry. Holy cow, this is such a moment of clarity. If you think I'm putting Epstein on a shirt, you don't know me very well. No. What's the Epstein didn't hang himself? It needs Karen didn't run over John. What's his last name? O'Keefe. O'Keefe didn't hang himself. I mean, that's what it feels like, though. It feels like, okay, yeah, like it seems like that happened. Why is there so much shrouded in mystery? Why did some woman go into a cell and then leave for 30 minutes? And why is there 20 minutes of tape missing? Why is all this stuff happening with Epstein? This is the grassy knoll. By the way, I watched a bunch of John F. Kennedy videos the other day, and Lee Harvey Oswald did it. Holy cow. Yes, now I get it.
Like a mirror image of the bite. Sometimes it really is.
The only people that
it's just like you see here. It's very hard to tell where the top tooth was, the bottom tooth was. Where's the matchup? You know, those top canines tend to do the most damage. But it's very hard to match up. Like, is this the top? Is this the bottom? Is this from one bite? Or is that one canine? Is this a different bite? Very tricky to tell.
Those are different dogs.
It's not like a vampire bite, you know, where it's two here and two here. It's never looks like that. And one of the hardest things to do, one of the not fun parts of my job as a police canine supervisor is writing bite reports. I cannot tell you how many bite reports I have done. And one of the parts of the bite report that is very important is to document in as much detail as possible the actual injury. And so, yeah, you could say he had a dog bite on the arm. Yeah, but it was actually, and this is, trust me when I say this, how do you have a 3 laceration dog bite? Meaning sometimes the dog bites are pretty straightforward. It's a single bite. And when we look at the injury, it's 1 or 2 cuts here and 1 on the bottom. And then I'm like, I'd have to call the canine handler like, hey, correct me if I'm wrong, man. Is your dog missing a canine tooth? Which happens. Sometimes they get pulled out, ripped out, whatever. He's like, no, I just got all 4. I'm like, well, I don't know how we only got 3 lacerations, but sometimes the dog's coming in at an angle. Mm-hmm. It's not always just a perfect bite. And the other thing that you see with untrained dogs, or dogs that are, whether it's a police canine washout, or it's just a dog who doesn't know how to bite, wasn't trained to bite, is you will see what's called shallow biting. Shallow biting is when they only use their canines to bite, and it creates a lot more of those lacerations versus police dogs, trained dogs to bite. We teach them to bite and hold and bite deep. And so, because what we don't want is a police dog to do more damage than they need to, right? We have a suspect that's refusing to say, come out. I don't want the dog going in there and just biting and letting go and biting and biting. Next thing you know, you have to explain, why was the guy bitten 8 times? The cleanest, best bite that we are looking for is what's considered a bite and hold. 1 bite. I don't care how long the fight takes place. It can typically last anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds, though some guys want to put up a longer fight, 2 or 3 minutes, which would be extended. But even if it was a 2 or 3 minute ordeal where the guy's all out fighting with the dog and we're struggling to get him in handcuffs, we're looking for 1 bite, 1 hold, and not all up and down the arm. But that takes a lot of work to get a dog to do that. What we see, and these are the dogs that get washed out, are the what we call nervy dogs. They're more like jabbing with their teeth. They'll reach out and bite, but they don't commit to the bite. And again, if they're not trained to bite and hold and they haven't built up that grip strength and they're not biting deeply, then it's very easy to pull away from the grasp of that dog. Very easy to do that, which then the dog re-engages, and that's what can create a scenario where you have multiple bites. And that's the first thing that came to mind. And in fact, when I shared the photo, the autopsy photo, and should I share it now so we can
sure, bring it up.
Yeah. when I shared this, actually, knowing I was going to come on here, and I was unaware of the case, but the photo itself is very interesting. Let me see if I can pull it up. You know, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Yeah, this should do it. I think this will get it done here. Yeah. Just bear with me as I pull this up.
Sure.
I feel like he's talking to me. He's looking down. I
Alright.
didn't move.
I actually sent this photo
Oh gosh,
to
the
two other
hot
police
dog.
canine handlers and who are also trainers who themselves have seen countless bites. Probably between us, we've seen, you know, hundreds each. And I didn't say anything. I said, "What are your thoughts on this?" And they said, there was zero question that this is a dog bite. Zero question to them.
This is John.
Their thought, though, was that this was a police dog that probably should have been washed out. This is not
Can't
what
be
we want to see on a
John.
police dog bite. We don't want to see constant re-engagements.
I guess so, yeah.
Which is what this looks like. But this is what I would expect from, like, that German Shepherd we saw bite that lady, the delivery driver, right? Just
Right.
naturally going in, doing as much damage as possible, not understanding the mechanics of biting deep and holding. These, in my opinion, are bites utilizing the front of the mouth. Furthermore, I had seen video, and I could be wrong, but when Mr. O'Keefe was last seen on that surveillance camera in the bar, it appears like he's wearing a long sleeve shirt, almost like a sweater, maybe.
Yeah, somebody was asking that exact question. So I'm going to pull up that exact question, but keep going.
And this is exactly indicative
Not a boating
of
accident.
A dog, and we see this even with trained police dogs, when someone's wearing baggy clothing or long sleeves or jeans or a jacket, you're gonna get these more shallow bites. The dog's constantly trying to get a grip on the prey. And of course, the prey item is moving away, and you're gonna get these, this is what's considered shallow bite marks. This is the dog trying to get a grip, but the only thing that's sinking in are those front teeth. And the biggest thing that kind of stood out to me, I don't know if you can see my cursor or not, but these this bite right here, I'm even calling it a bite. I'm trying to stay objective here, but these look like, and you see this a lot with shallow bites. What it looks like is this is maybe the left canine, maybe the bottom right canine, or the canine here, but these.
Is there a way for you to enlarge that photo on your
see.
screen? Yeah, there we go. It's a
This
V
looks
shape.
like the front teeth. Think of the dog's, let's say potentially the teeth were here, the bottom teeth were here. These little ones here are the little, and I'm not a veterinary dentist by any means. These are the small little baby teeth.
There's a YouTube on how to do that.
A very crude
Gutting
example here. I don't know if you guys can still see me or if I have to stop.
Yeah, I'm going to give you, I'll give you the full screen.
So 20.
Don't mind this. We use this for one of our videos.
Oh,
not
look
the
at that.
canines, but these little teeth right here.
Hang on. So see this?
When you get a shallow bite, that's what it looks like. And I can actually.
Oh, go back. So this is what I was complaining about in the video last night. I'm like, so like this is not a dog's face. Obviously, this is a werewolf. Okay, I've seen enough Teen Wolf to know that this here is not a dog; it's a were. All right. You see the wares, they have sharper teeth and they're further apart. It's not a gray wolf. It's not a black wolf. It's a were, the werewolf. That's why I was complaining about the pictures yesterday with the dog bite. It's like those are were teeth, and so they don't coincide with the actual thing. No, he's using it for is an example to show the different types of teeth. But even then, how many teeth? Hey, come here, brown dog. How many teeth does the dog have in the front? I don't know. How many teeth do we have in the front? I've never counted teeth. I don't know how many there are. All right, back to the show. And there's another thing. Hang on.
In this, we use this for one of our videos. Not the canines, but these little teeth right here. When you get a shallow bite, that's what it looks like. And I can actually pull up another picture of a dog bite that we know is a dog bite, and you're going to see the same kind of, I don't know if you want to call it striations, but those front baby teeth also causing damage. So I'll stop sharing for a second, and then I'll reshare.
So Olivia asked, can the dog bite and scratch through sweatshirt sleeves, long sleeves, on long sleeve shirts?
Ghost!
Yes, absolutely. In fact, that's when you're going to see, again, more shallow biting, less punctures. because the dog
Why did the
keeps trying to
volume
get a
go up?
grip, but that material
Goes, I
offers just
thought
a
that was
little
what
bit
the
of protection and
prosecution was
makes the
trying to
material
claim.
slip more,
What did the
which gets you
prosecution
more
claim? What did they claim? Hang
of
on,
that
I do have
kind
to
of
ask that. What did the prosecution
striking
claim
or
for the
laceration. So I'm going to share my
lacerations?
screen again, and this again is another dog bite, an
Okay.
actual dog bite that no one's arguing, and you're going to see this is a very minor dog bite, but this is from those front baby teeth.
Everybody?
I'm saying baby teeth, but
I mean, these
you know,
teeth.
whatever the little teeth are between the canines. See that?
Not everybody has a mane.
Yeah.
That might be from a canine, but this is that's just from a really, really shallow bite, right? Where the dog just barely got a hold of the skin and those front teeth took care of it, which we can see a lot in dogs that are in more of a defensive drive.
Oh, they
they're
are
not
claiming that.
trying
Well,
to
so
kill
like
something,
that's
but
kind of
they're
what I
saying,
thought.
get away
See, because I mean,
from me.
look,
So
here's
they're
my
not
tail light
committing
piece.
to the bite.
It's
And
so
so-
interesting
Don't
because
tell
most people,
anybody,
I think,
this
when we
came
look at
from,
this, not being
34
experts in
Canton.
dog
We
bites
totally
or
missed
dog
this.
handling,
Totally
would
missed
say
this.
that those look like
So the whole
scratches.
case is just
Yeah,
completely
that is a dog bite all day from the front teeth, those little
no,
baby teeth
this came
between
from
the canines.
not
They
there.
can do some damage
But anyway,
too.
you see how sharp that is?
Great. Okay,
Ow,
you said you had
ow,
a video.
so sharp, sharp and
Yeah,
prickly.
let me pull that up, and
I can
we'll just
see.
show you some dog bites. Again, these are trained dogs that,
I mean, of course,
or
I
at
also
least in
saw it. I was
training,
like,
learning how to
"What's a
bite.
dog
But
bite?"
you'll get a
And
feel
this is
for
before
what
I
a
knew
dog bite
Emily.
looks like
Before
from
anything, like
a
you know, I
Belgian
saw certain
Malinois or a German
things.
Shepherd. Let's go ahead and pull. I'll
I
pull
didn't
this one
care.
up.
I don't watch.
Make sure it's kosher for you all.
Oh, kosher. I like
All
a
right.
kosher
Don't
hot
mind
dog.
some of the sound effects that are happening. It's going to be allowed. No
That's
real
only
trigger
the
warning here. This is
front
a
half that
German
counts.
Shepherd, young police dog, about a year old, learning how to bite.
J-Lo, how you
through
doing,
different
babe? What's going
materials.
on?
Share my screen again. This should be good.
Okay.
When we do get them off, run away behind that tree if you can. Like he fucked you up.
Look at that dog wagging tail. It is so happy.
See how they don't want to let go, right?
Yeah.
They're also not saying anything.
Beautiful dog.
Wow.
Really like that dog. We have other videos like that. I'll go ahead and pull up another one where you should actually see that
So that's so
raking
weird to
motion
me.
happen.
Okay.
We're using newspaper in this instance just to teach the dog that if we ask you to bite, I don't care what the guy's wearing, because you'd be surprised what these bad guys do. They'll cover themselves in you name it. We had to bite a guy once.
We had to bite a guy once.
How often do you hear that in everyday conversation? We had to bite a guy once.
Yeah, this guy
Well,
had run
Tony's
into
not been
a
in my
school
chat,
and was
has
hiding
she?
in, like, I don't know, it was a kindergartner's class or first grade class. It's actually pretty hairy because he
Oh,
was
wait
armed
a
with a
second.
gun.
I just
and,
realized.
Oh
Something.
no.
I'm so dumb.
it's actually a really funny story. It's
So
worth
it was a potential
pausing.
school shooting? Like this was not a
No,
training
this is
exercise?
after hours. This is after hours.
Oh, okay.
And there's no one in the school, but we knew he went last, and we had to get him out of the school because the next day it's like 3 a.m. We gotta get him out of the school because we can't open the school.
Nice.
I still couldn't get my thing to come up. That was bad phrasing, wasn't it? I did not mean that. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. I don't mean the stuff that comes out of my mouth. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? Okay, hang on a second. I gotta get this. This is starting to really bother me. All right, this is really, really bothering me. Not. Oh, it's raining. Okay, so this is what's bothering me, and I'm like, I've got to show you guys this. It's just gonna drive me insane. Gonna stop the screen real quick. Hang on, I'm coming right back. Share screen. We go back to here. Go to here. Okay, now look. I just realized you can't hear that. Higgy Bear, no! I want that to work so bad. And it won't let it work. It doesn't like me. It won't let it work. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I'm not that sorry. But play now.
The bad guy hiding, and guess where he's hiding? He had found himself in a classroom and just covered himself with like gym equipment, stuffed animals, you name it. But he had completely covered himself. Think of it like a pile of like dirty clothes. And the only thing we saw when we passed by was his eye, like poking out between like some socks. And I was like, he's right there. And then, anyways, the dog smelled him. The dogs use their nose. Actually, they don't use their eyes very much when they're in like a hunt mode like that. And the dog dove in, was biting like I don't know, somebody's leftover gym socks. And we said, no, that's not the bad guy. You got to re-engage and get the actual guy who's underneath all of that stuff. So, but anyways, I'll talk your ear off about dog bite after dog bite. Let me see if I can find a good one where, yeah, this is a good one.
Let me just hold on 1 second. I just want to highlight this comment to tell this person, helping a cop killer for clicks and views. Really? Is that what you think we're doing here? Is that what you think you do? Because really what I'm doing here is trying to refute Jennifer Coffindoffer's trying to make me look like an idiot on national TV, on court TV.
And a little pressure that way with the heel.
Good.
Don't be afraid. Still, you're safe here.
Good.
It's starting to tear through.
Good, Stella.
One more. All right, now. Good. Take them off.
Stella sounds like a female
and you see
name.
how much ripping happens, right? Rip the newspaper right off. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So what can you tell us about German Shepherds generally as a breed? Assuming that Chloe was either a washout, as you say, or was not a trained police canine at all.
Yeah, I would lean towards it probably not even being a washout. Again, it's very atypical to have a female dog even potential to go through police canine training. I'm saying it doesn't.
Be crazy.
It's not unheard of, but it's very rare. But again, I don't even think that's the case. I think it's just your typical German Shepherd that has lineage of what we call working line German Shepherds, because not all German Shepherds are created equal, right? I don't want to go too deep in on the breed, but you have East German, West German, American lines, show lines,
yeah, watch out for those
lines,
East German
DDR
ones.
lines.
I hear they're
all of these, even though they're German Shepherds, to the trained eye, they are very different creatures, very different. So not knowing anything about Chloe, but there's the potential, because you got to remember what these dogs are originally bred for, and that is to be, aside from herding animals, they at some point were shifted over to being amazing guardians, homestead guardians, right, and protectors, and of course police dogs. My dad's first 4 dogs were all German Shepherds. My police dog was a German Shepherd, a DDR line, working line.
One of the greatest things about a Shepherd is watching it will always try to keep you where you need to be.
They're strong enough, they're robust enough, they
smart
are
enough, and doggone it, they're cute enough.
They're tough enough to go in a backyard with us and bite a bad guy. And then when the bad guy puts up a fight or punches them or kicks them or bites their ear, they double down and they bite. Dog bites.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I did that wrong.
In the DNA of a German Shepherd to be.
And those victims went to the emergency room. So we know that. So there's that. I don't know that we've had a whole lot of prior records with regard to this dog. Some people say that Chloe may have been a rescue, but I don't think, I think based on what you're telling us, it doesn't really matter whether Chloe was a rescue, adopted from the pound, a canine washout, that this breed of dog, a German Shepherd, may bite somebody regardless of their training or not or lack of
Karen,
training.
did you just change your avatar?
Correct. Yeah. And mind you, we deal with this on the regular. In fact, the
Or
last
did
German
the
Shepherd we
daylight
had in
just
our
pop
program,
up?
he just went home about
Anyway, you look
4
at
or
it, it's a
6
great
weeks ago.
picture. Your hair
bit
looks
his owner.
great. I love the background.
No
Good
training.
job.
Just a dominant dog that didn't like being touched or told what
Chase
to do,
me.
and bit the
It
owner right in front of us.
certainly
Actually,
makes sense.
and
Crazy, I hope that
we
comes up
got
in
him
his
back on track,
profile.
but no training there. We had to train the biting out of him.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, this is all great information. I don't know if you have any more videos that you want to show us. I'll
Sorry,
look to
I'm
the
letting
chat
pop
for
in for 10 seconds to
questions
say I applaud
while
you
you're
for doing
looking
your
for that.
homework.
Let me just see. Aaron, thank you for your super chat. At a hearing, Attorney Little, no relation to me, held up
Lord.
chalk of the same photo to illustrate defense's point. Judge Bev immediately scolded her and made her put it down. I remember that. Thank you, Galen, for gifting 10 memberships to my channel. I
Really?
appreciate you so much. YouTube randomly distributes them. I have no control over who gets them. So sometimes I see people saying, I want one. How do I get it? You just have to be participating in the chat and opted into
It's
gifts.
$2 a month. over
Sarah,
here.
thanks for your super chat.
$2.
Excellent
Less
guest
than
host
a
and a
Coke at
fascinating
Wendy's.
learning experience. Thank you. Thank you. I felt like I had to defend myself against that court TV appearance because
And
I needed to know that I
stream
wasn't
times a
crazy.
month.
I
Well,
needed some
didn't
sort of
this month, so
validation.
I'll have three, probably.
This
We'll
clearly
have some
looks
extra
to me
ones as we go into
like a dog
Dollywood.
attack.
We'll have
Katie May,
members-only streams
generational
going to
conditioning
Dollywood.
protection is
Those-
bred into
Kevin,
them at
how
that
you
point. Would
doing?
you agree with that, Garrett?
I'm late for class. You don't feel
100%.
tardy,
Yeah,
I
it's,
bet.
like I said, it's in their DNA.
We had two
you don't
female
need to
shepherds
teach.
growing up, both smart, sweet.
If you
good
told me it
dogs.
was a
I
golden
love them.
doodle or a
Absolutely love
golden retriever,
them. Next dog.
yeah, that's
Okay,
not
yeah,
so much in
sure.
their DNA. They want to get belly rubs and they want to play fetch. But German Shepherds, Corsos, any of those guardian breeds, like that's why we get them. You know,
They like to get belly rubs.
it's in their
dude.
DNA.
No, they like to get
I'm
belly
trying to find
rubs,
another
dude.
video with again
you
a
tell me you're not
completely
going to give a German
untrained
Shepherd belly rubs?
German
You know what?
Shepherd
Some at the park, they have
that
my German Shepherd's
is
name. That I don't
basically a
have.
menace, biting
Oh,
the crap
man,
out of people, and the dog ends up getting put down. It's kind of a sad story, but we did this review on this incident about 8 months ago. I'm going to pull up the video and just show you actually see the dog try to bite a police officer.
Thank you, Todd, for buying me a coffee. I appreciate your $20 super chat. Thank you so much.
I like to consider myself like a servant.
Let me get this video to load, and then we'll.
All right, sure. I'll just keep thanking people in the meantime. Thank you, Morgan, for becoming
it's
a
a
new member.
duty.
And just G, thank you for your super chat. We need Garrett as an
It's not
expert
me.
witness for the
Just G.
defense.
Oh,
Who
wait.
knows? After this video, maybe somebody will be reaching out to you, or more than one defense attorney might be reaching out to you.
And I'll tell you too. You know, when it's time to get into that, if you want to.
Sure.
Seen a lot of pedestrians hit by vehicles. A lot. You see that a lot.
You shouldn't.
In the city of Miami.
belly
By the way, be
rubs
careful
your
when you go to
staff.
Miami. Most people don't have a license or insurance, and
Oh.
they come from, you know, third world countries where so you got to get a frogger sometimes when you get across the street and people get blasted. A lot of hit and runs in Miami. A lot.
Wow.
But my point being, for someone to get hit by a car and be killed, there's damage. I mean, significant. It's not a little cracked lens. It's body panels completely mushed in. Like when you see a car that's hit a deer.
Correct.
Lighter than humans. I mean, it destroys a car. And so to have, you know, again, I don't know if we want to get into that or not.
Deer,
but
man.
Yeah,
Deer
no, I mean, yeah, I know you've seen, and I too have handled thousands of car accident and dog bite cases during the course of my career. And that those injuries to his right arm specifically are not a result of a low speed pedestrian versus Lexus SUV accident. They're just not. And I, you know,
very solid.
You don't need to be a medical doctor
Holy
to say that.
Well, let me
In my
share
opinion.
this. This is again a completely untrained German Shepherd. It had already bit. I'll just give you the backstory. It had already
There's a
bit
world-renowned breeder
the
in
neighbor
Square County.
for no reason, just what we would call
across
leash
from,
reactivity. Is a
Dollywood.
dog that's hyper alert and doesn't want anyone near its pack. And the lady did not comply with a lot of rules and stipulations that were handed down for the dog to get training and to do all kinds of stuff. The lady was non-compliant, and so animal control basically comes and says, "Look, you haven't done what we've asked you to do. This dog is a dangerous dog. We need to
Do y'all have
take
mooses
it until you
up
get
there
this
in
stuff figured out."
You
And
have
in the process
Massachusetts
of doing that,
mooses?
police were there just to keep the peace. And this is
You
what
got them
happens.
in Maine, don't you?
Right.
I never thought
That's it.
about that.
Good intro.
Oh, look, somebody's moving.
Dog actually, the police officer were there for no reason. Untrained German Shepherd, just being leash reactive, and
No, I'll tell you
doing what
exactly
it
the
thinks
reason that
it's
woman
supposed to
can
be doing,
control her
which is
dog.
defending
You need to have a pincher collar.
his or her mom. I think this is a male dog.
It's animal control. Holy cow! Now the dog's definitely going to animal
Just say it one
control.
more time.
Look at that.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was
So
that the
training
dog
or
from
no
earlier?
training, it's dogs can bite.
Wouldn't it be dangerous to rehome a dog with several bites like Chloe had, says Sushi?
They do.
Of course, but it happens, right? We try to give the dog a second and sometimes a third and a fourth chance. Sometimes just a change of leadership, as we call it, will make the difference, but oftentimes not,
In this same vein, Joey just saying, says, are German Shepherds more prone to continue biting people
realized
after
you're
a major
wearing a
attack? Would
Jolly
that explain the
Roger
next two
sweater.
bites?
And your
Yes.
avatar.
So there's some names for it, if you will, but when they get a
Courtney.
rep like that under their belt, we kind of call it like a boxer who gets its first win, start getting a little cocky, a little confident, and feeling like, yeah, I first off, it worked out for me this time. And dogs can be pretty simple creatures. When I feel threatened, like look at that German Shepherd, zero hesitation. It bit that police officer because it's been doing that. It's been rehearsing that for, at that point, probably months and months, if not years. When I see someone I don't like, I lash out at them, and either mom removes me from the situation, which makes me feel better, or they run away.
Ybor City.
Oh yeah, you better run away. I'm going to get you next time.
You're
and so
an
the dogs,
Ybor
even though they
girl.
might not be biting each time, they are playing that out, and then yes,
I've got to get
100%.
you got to
Dogs
get
that
out
have
these.
bit
You got out these. You can go on
before are much more likely to bite
can't
the
wait to
second,
see
third,
you,
fourth, fifth
Dollywood.
time. Same thing with our police dogs. Like I said earlier, it's very hard. One of the hardest things to do is to get a dog to actually bite someone. But once they kind of cross that bridge, that's it. Like you don't have to worry about it anymore. They just have to get that first bite under their belt, and then they're good to go.
Brought paper.
Wow. Here's a great question. And so a couple of viewers actually sent me this question in advance as well. KK says, what is the best way to end a dog biting you?
The only way is what we say, deprive the dog of oxygen. Simply put, you have to choke the dog out. Doesn't sound pretty. There's nothing nice about it. But trust me when I tell you, like,
wow,
it's the only way. Now, and it seems extreme, but I'll tell you what doesn't work, especially with a really hard dog. And I hate to pick on breeds. I love all breeds, but you see it a lot, unfortunately, is the pit bulls and bully type breeds. They have tremendous drive and they have a very high pain tolerance. And so you see those videos where the pit bull or any power breed is biting another dog or a person. And you see people coming over with glasses of water. I saw one the other day, it was happening in a bar. They're pouring milk on it, ice water, hitting it with a broom. It's not doing anything. You're just making the dog more pissed off, and it's just that much more determined to hang on to the bite. If a dog has a collar on, hopefully it does, you simply grab that collar, inch it up as high as you can, and lift straight up. And wait
Leave Peter
a handful
alone.
of seconds, and
Don't
the
touch
dog
Peter,
it has a choice.
No more Peter for you.
I'd like to bite this, but wait a second. I can't breathe. Let me go ahead and let go and see if I can breathe. And that's how it works. It creates almost like a gag reflex. It's typically, by the way, 99.999% of police dogs are removed from, whether it's a training bite or an actual street bite, or what we call choked off the bite, or what's called a tactical removal.
Ybor City.
It's actually kind of a myth that they let go with a verbal command. You can give the verbal command, but the dog's like, yeah, I'll be with you in a second. I'm not quite finished with what I'm doing here. And so we have to do a choke off, but it doesn't harm the dog at all.
Interesting. Galen asks, thanks for being a member for 3 months, Galen. How much e-collar training do you use in training?
We are huge proponents of e-collar training. For those who don't know, e-collar stands for an electric collar. The bad name for it is shock collar. That's old school.
Hassan needs to hear this.
Is like just this evil device that just emits heavy shocks.
Man, where's Hassan? Hassan,
but when used
where
properly,
are you?
It's like a remote control for your dog. It's a digital leash. Just like a leash.
Anti-Israel.
By the way, we go back to the idea of how would you get a dog off of a bite? If you have a leash, you can often take a leash. I usually have one handy, but you can make most any leash. If you loop it through the handle, you have what's considered a slip lead, like what most vets use to get a dog in and out. Just like a little circular thing. You can create a collar out of a leash.
Oh
so
my
as long as you have a
gosh.
leash or
Oh,
collar
you know
handy,
about
you
his
can
son.
use it to
Chase
get a dog
me.
to
You
let go of a bite.
his
But
son?
even a leash
Oh, I
can be
was
as
so
gentle as
obsessed
you
with
like,
that for a
or it can
while.
be as
Oh my
extreme as
gosh.
you like.
I don't
But
like
what
his
e-collar
son.
training does
I
is
don't know him. He's probably
it
a
does a
good guy.
bunch of stuff.
But
But
like,
one
I
of the
don't
favorite things
agree
that
with
I love about
his
e-collar training is it allows a dog to be
forced
off leash.
politics.
So a fully
You
off
know?
leash dog, whether it's in your front
I
yard, your
spy Beth
backyard,
and
or out at a
her
park somewhere at
chicken
the beach, allows
wing.
the dog to, I mean, what would they rather do? Be
Oh
stuck
my
on a
gosh.
4-foot or a
No,
6-foot leash,
this is
or the
Rosalind
freedom to
Duke, and
stretch
she
their legs?
knows to
What
protect
the
her
e-collar
wing
allows you to do,
around
among
you,
many, many
Zach.
other things, is to get a reliable recall. And
Zach
every
is talking about
police dog on
the
the
crossface
planet is
chicken
trained
wing.
with e-collar,
See right there.
so that we can have that ability to reach out and touch
How you
them
doing,
and
Beth?
control them. There's a lot of horsepower behind these dogs, we
Oh,
call
wait.
it. And so when we
Rosalind,
send a dog out on a straight to
let
bite
me
someone, a straight
introduce
meaning
you
off leash,
to. Oh, hey,
we have to
Katie
send
D.
them up
You
into an
snuck in
attic
here.
or
I didn't
down
see
into a
you.
crawl space to get a
Rosalind,
suspect
this
that's
is
refusing to come
Courtney,
out.
and
Oftentimes the
Courtney,
leash becomes more of a
and
liability. It can get tangled. The bad
where'd she
guys can
go?
use it to strangle the
Where'd she
dog.
go?
That has happened. Strangle them to
Where
death.
did
Wow.
she
Send the dog in with
go?
no leash on. Let it be
Probably
freed up.
passing her
But we also
avatar
need the ability. Remember, I
right
told you can
now.
give the verbal command for the dog to let go, and they'll
But
kind of give you the bird. And you can use
Courtney
the
and
e-collar
common
also to say,
sense.
hey,
Boy, that's an
I told you
oxymoron,
to let
isn't
go. You
it,
got to let
Court?
go right now. So,
Courtney and common
Wow.
sense are
Thank you,
coming to
Don Burt, for your super
Dollywood.
chat. Don asked, did your
Yay!
DDR
And
dog come
Courtney's
from
an
Lord
Ybor City girl.
bloodlines?
She's a witch.
no, not that I'm aware of, but we buy them through what we call vendors or importers. So we don't
Oh my
often
gosh.
know
How do I know so
exactly
much about your life,
which
Courtney, but I
bloodline they
don't know
come
anything
from or who
about
the
you?
breeder is over there. But that one doesn't ring a bell to me.
Okay.
I'm
Maria
not a
says she
big
wishes you were
Twitch person,
Marta.
but I
I'm
have
sorry.
friends
Says
who watch
she
the
wishes you were
Honor
training
member.
cats
Well,
too.
it was
Hey,
all over
Thank you.
I'm a dog
YouTube.
guy. I'm
Oh my
so
gosh,
dog that
Chase,
like
it was all over YouTube.
me and cats, I just don't get them. You know, you'd be petting them one
I
minute, they're
left,
purring,
had
and
dinner,
then they
came back,
smack you
and
in
he's
the
still
face when I
going.
bite you. My mom, on
This
the
guy,
other
yeah,
hand,
no, I'm
is a
talking
cat lady.
over him.
She's got like 13 of them. So
Wow. Really?
yeah, she's a crazy
Let's
cat
see.
lady.
Kimberly, thank you for your super chat. Unfortunately,
road
Brian
trip with
Albert
you.
had a bad temper, loves to fight for no reason. He punched a coworker in the face at a Christmas party for no reason. That poor
that
dog is
true?
probably buried with the pool. I love your show. Thank you. Thank
Whoa,
you for
is
that.
this
I
true?
don't want to speculate about where poor Chloe is now, but that is a sad thought. Sherry, thank you for your super sticker. And Elf becoming a new member. And Garrett, you have anything else you wanted to show us video-wise? Because we have about 15 more minutes before I need to wrap up and get on my mommy Uber route. So,
Sure. I mean, if there's anything specific they want to hear about or if they have questions, I'd love to take questions.
yeah, if you have a question, put hashtag Garrett in the chat so that I can see it a little more easily. Somebody said, Tina the nurse said, would there be dog DNA in wound and on clothing if you know?
You know, that's not my specialty, but there would definitely be saliva. There's a lot of bacteria in
He
dogs.
is done though. I do agree. With everybody else. Wait, what was that? Someone just clicked me. Oh, rain is stopping briefly and we'll start back again in 13 minutes. So if you guys need to make a run to the car, you got 13 minutes. Oh, actually, I do need to go to the car. I have I got so many stupid problems. Oh, I should. The only person I know I could tell the problem to that I would appreciate it might be Zach, and I will not say it on stream. So anyway, y'all, that was Melanie Little channel. If you see her around, tell her expert says hi, and she'll be like, "Who?" And you say, "You know, the guy whose video you showed." She showed my video one time. She's like, "Man, she's gonna get enough of this dude." I was like, "They're called Tony Stark sunglasses." What can I say? Yeah, no, I'm kidding. She showed my video one time.
The expert, which is this buffed out alpha dude.
Hey, what can I say? People need glasses and not sunglasses because I am short and fat. But yeah, so Garrett, thank you. Also, he has a channel. I didn't it's canine preparedness or something like that. Dogs are really cool. I finally get though tonight, the moment of clarity hit me that if those were dog bites, ooh, You guys, let's make a bet right now, okay? That those were dog bites. But the non-believers, okay? We all know Santa Claus is real over here. We all believe in Santa Claus. If you don't believe in Santa Claus, you need to go hang out with Broken Baker. He doesn't believe in Santa Claus. He thinks he is Santa Claus because he likes to go down chimneys, but it's a whole different thing with him. It's really kind of weird. But the thing is that the non-believers, they will say that, oh, it was a dog bite. It wasn't Chloe, though. It was the next door neighbor. They happened to have a Lhasa or a miniature, a teacup poodle. It was a teacup poodle that did it. It was feral hogs. It was something. No, now that I see what's going on, holy cow, though. I'm making a joke of it because I'm like, wait a second, why would you fight just the simplest thing to be? Why would you come up with all these other, I mean, usually the simplest thing is what's right. Or you're like me and I believe it's called Occam's razor. I subscribe to Harlan's razor, which do not forget about stupidity. Do not doubt stupidity. I sent you one more video oh, yeah, that's why I asked you if I could play it now or later. Yes, I have it. Here we go. Hang on. Wait, where did you get sent? Think for a second. Think. Might all take me away. Oh, yeah, it's over here. Okay, and it is starting at. Oh, look at you. You sent the right timestamp and everything. I almost sent this whole stream. I almost went to it and didn't thank everybody with me. All right, guys, we got one more. We got one more quickie. We have a quickie. Who likes quickies? We do. Yay. Dun, 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 dun.
You owned a dog at the time, correct?
Yes.
The German Shepherd named Chloe.
Yes. Mix.
Describe that dog as being not great with strangers. Isn't that true?
I did describe it that way, yes.
You testified that, quote, it started barking because it realized that people were downstairs, end quote, right?
Yes.
Chloe had a penchant for barking when she heard people, correct?
No, not necessarily.
She did that night.
Yeah, I think she wanted to use the bathroom.
Well, that's not what you said in your testimony. You said it started barking because it realized there were people downstairs, right?
Wait, tell me, what testimony are we talking about here? And also, I mean, for my dog to bark to go outside, it's got to be like a major, I got to go now. I got to go. I got to go right this second. So when did he testify to this? Yeah, I know. That's weird, right? Grand jury testimony. Really? How is nobody held in contempt, but yet they're just trying to hold Turtle Boy? They're trying to put him in jail for 90 years for witness intimidation. How is this not a contempt then? A grand jury is a legal hearing. It's just like answering a deposition. It's a legal hearing. If you lie on those things, you're held in contempt. How does this not happen? Where did reality walk out the door? I know it's Massachusetts. You can say that all you want. Well, if that's the case, then we're the United States of Britain because the shot heard around the world started right there at Lexington and Concord. No, you can't even. Smith and Wesson isn't even in Massachusetts anymore. I'm going to go by Smith and Wesson plan again and take video just so you guys can see it. Be like, look, Nana, we got Smith and Wesson. Never mind. I'm going to stop talking now.
Right.
So your German Shepherd, probably a decent guard dog. If she heard commotion and people, she would bark.
Objection.
Sustained. You can ask it differently.
Obviously, if Chloe hears commotion and people, she's apt to bark. That's the only question.
No.
I just realized for the first time that Bev does not talk like an attorney. She talks like a debate coach. Sustained, you can ask it differently. That is how you train somebody in high school debate. That's high school debate class. That is not. You know what law school is? Law school is one embarrassment after the other. You know what? Sometimes it'd be easier just to go and stand in front of the class and wet your pants than to sit there and be ostracized by those professors because they know how to make you feel so freaking small. Because people making me evidently PTSD, it looks like. Oh.
So just that night, out of nowhere, first time ever, Chloe starts barking when people walk into the house.
No, it's not the first time ever, but she didn't bark often.
Okay. But she did bark that night, right?
Yes.
And the reason that you gave under oath for why she started barking was because there were people downstairs milling about, right?
Yes.
So in that instance, on January 29th, in the early morning hours, she was barking because she heard people.
The downstairs basement, is this correct? There's 3 floors in this house, right? Basement is 1. Main floor and upstairs. Upstairs, we're going to assume have the butt dialing bedrooms. The butt. Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. This guy hadn't had a shower in 3 days or whatever. And he was 3 sheets in the wind and was getting nasty with, oh, yeah, it's a whole different way of saying nasty.
Well, I can't say why she was barking.
Well, you did say why she was barking.
I let her out to use the bathroom, so I think that's probably why.
Except your testimony was it started barking because it realized there were people downstairs. Those are your words, Mr. Albert. Not
right.
mine.
Okay.
Do you stand by those?
Yes.
Okay. You ultimately did let Chloe out to go to the bathroom, correct?
Yes.
And then you allowed her to stay downstairs and you monitored her with the others who were in the house. Isn't that right?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, you testified in that state grand jury, the same April grand jury, April of 2022. So I let it go out to the bathroom. I let it back in. I kind of monitored it a little because we usually don't have people over the house and the dog's not great with strangers, period. So I was just making sure that the dog was all right with the people that were over, end quote, correct?
Yes.
So in fact, you did keep Chloe downstairs at least for a period of time with people that were over, right?
Yes, for a few minutes, I think.
Mr. Albert, after you learned that there were questions being raised about John's injury.
So wait a second, hold on. Albert was at the waterfall, wasn't he? Or they were going to his place, and he's saying like he was asleep the whole time, and he went downstairs to let Chloe out because she was barking with like 20 people sitting there. So like nobody's letting the dog outside. 20 people are standing there. The dog is standing at the door barking, and everybody's so trashed. Or, you know what would be a better thing? You know what? Come to look back on it, Chloe was barking because Karen was running over John. But nobody thought about that one. That never came to be. First, it was like, oh, no, she wanted to go outside. Oh, no, wait. No, she didn't want to go outside. Oh, no, wait. I was naked. Oh, well, wait. I wasn't naked. I was butt down. I was asleep. I hadn't showered. I needed to shower. What in the world? Just what? Just write your stupid stuff down. How did you drive home today? Everybody usually drives. You know what? I'll tell you what. You know, one of the scariest things ever to me was when I looked down one day and my phone said, "Are you going to Chick-fil-A?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am going to Chick-fil-A." How'd you know that? It follows your most likely places to go. So you know what I did? I took that phone. I checked out the window. No, I didn't. I went to a military base and then I checked it. No, I didn't do that either. I turned that feature off. Okay. But what scares me about it is that is how not common, how repetitive, how we all do things. We think we're all special. We all think we're snowflakes, but we're not. We're all just a big chunk of ice. We all do the same crap. We all go the same route. We don't do creativity. We don't change our routines. You ask Albert, how'd you get down to the Wawa? You know, and he's going to be like, well, I don't remember. You can see the lights glowing from your front yard. How did you get down to the gas station so you can get your Colt 45s or your Mad Dog 2020s. He looks like a Mad Dog 2020 drinker, doesn't he? How'd you get your Mad Dog 2020s that night? Oh, well, I guess I went left. It's to the right, though. You go to the right. There's a big glowing sign. You can see it. It's buzzing. It's old. You can hear it from your front porch. Why didn't you go that way? Well, I was in the backyard with Chloe downstairs, who was Jim McCabe. Duh. Get your straight. Hallelujah. Where's the
dog bites and scratches? In May of 2022, you got rid of that dog, did you not?
Objection.
Sustained. You can ask it differently.
At some point, your family got rid of Chloe.
Chloe was rehomed in May
And we can use
2023.
whatever words we want to.
I don't know where Massachusetts
Rehomed,
is.
rehoused, whatever. But you got rid of her. She's no longer part of the Albert family, right?
Objection.
Allow that.
Right.
Sweet flag.
When did you get rid of her?
So Chloe was rehomed in, I believe, May
Of 2022,
of 2022.
just months after the incident we were discussing.
Well, after it was involved, she was involved in a dog fight with another dog out front.
Right, but that's also after the incident we
Yes.
were discussing.
Yes, May.
Why
It's a
was
family
she
pet
off
that
the
you had
leash?
For 6 years or 7 years.
Approximately 6 or 7 years. Not
So your
sure.
explanation just now for having gotten rid of that dog is because it bit another dog and ultimately sent 2 women to the hospital, correct?
I believe 2 women went to the hospital. Yes.
But you took no action to get rid of Chloe until after you knew that serious questions were being raised about John O'Keefe's,
Objection.
correct?
Sustained.
At some point, you did realize there were questions being raised about John O'Keefe's injuries on his arm, correct?
Objection.
I'll allow that. Did you realize that?
I heard some talk about it. Yes.
As of January of 2022, John O'Keefe had never been in your house, had he?
John O'Keefe was never in my house before or after that date.
Certainly, John O'Keefe.
You got that
you
one
agree with
right.
me,
Did
he
you write
would
that down
count
on the palm
were
of
in
your
your house?
hand?
He would count as a
No,
stranger.
stand right on the palm of your hand.
Never met him.
Hypothetically, yes.
I want to ask a couple of questions about your house. I know there's multiple bedrooms. Are all the bedrooms on the top floor?
Yes.
Okay. How many bedrooms?
5.
As we're looking at your house from the street, looking at your house, are your bedroom windows, your and Nicole's bedroom windows, visible from the street?
Yes.
Which windows would they be?
If you were facing the house, they would be far left corner.
Upper or lower?
Upper.
Upper left corner.
Yes.
How many windows? 3 or 2 service that bedroom?
2.
Your Honor, with the court's permission, could I display Exhibit 66?
Okay.
Do you see what is displayed on that television?
Yes.
What does that appear to be to you?
The house at 34 Fairview Road.
Okay. Understanding this is a graphic representation, not a photograph. Do you see the windows that you just described servicing your bedroom on that photograph?
There's 7 windows.
Graphic?
Yes.
Are they right there?
Yes.
Okay. Upper left, 2 windows, correct?
Yes.
And those overlook what part of the lawn?
The front lawn.
Okay. Front lawn toward the left side of the house, not toward the driveway, correct?
Right. I mean, it's the whole front lawn, but yeah.
Right. But they're toward the left side of the house.
The windows are, yes. Are they asked about the view?
Right.
So the view's the whole front yard.
I'm just trying to make the record, the spoken record as clear as possible.
Right.
They're on the left side of the house.
Yes.
They directly overlook this portion of the lawn, the left side of the lawn,
Yes.
furthest from the driveway.
Yes.
80s music.
Where's
I like
your
how they had a
bed,
light on it.
or where was your bed inside that room as relates to the windows?
Oh, it was rock and rolling all over the place.
I'm just trying to think of how to describe it. So the bed would be in the middle of the bedroom.
Okay, it's a bad question on my part because we haven't been there. Let's do it this way. How many feet from the windows would the closest part of your bed be to those windows?
Maybe 5 feet. 6 feet.
You indicated that Nicole came to bed about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Where was the dog?
The dog was in my room.
And she was sleeping on a mat in your room.
Yes.
And that mat is also about 6 feet from the windows.
Yes.
6 feet being from me to Miss Little. Maybe this far?
Could be, yes. Maybe a little further, but yes.
Maybe this far?
Maybe.
It's a relatively quiet street generally, Fairview.
Yes.
Not an enormous amount of through traffic.
No.
Not a busy freeway or a highway, correct?
No.
Not an especially noisy street,
The street, no.
especially at 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning, right?
Right.
Where were you at 6:03 on the morning of January 29, 2022?
I was sleeping in my room.
6 feet from that window.
Yes.
Was Nicole in bed with you?
Yes.
Had you taken any medication the night before?
No.
Were you on any sedatives?
No.
Sleeping pills?
No.
Were you wearing a sleep apnea machine?
No.
Were you wearing an eye mask?
No.
Were you wearing earplugs?
No.
You shortly thereafter became aware that 6 emergency vehicles, including a fire engine, police cruisers, and unmarked police vehicles, a civilian SUV, were all parked in front of your house that morning, correct?
I'm not aware of what type of vehicles were parked there, no.
You seen photographs since this incident?
Of the vehicles out front?
Right.
No.
Are you aware that all of those vehicles had their engines running?
No.
Are you aware that all the emergency vehicles at least had their lights on, flashing lights?
No.
Were you aware that there were a number of first responders outside their vehicles traipsing around your lawn?
Was I aware?
Were you aware at the time?
No.
Were you aware that there were emergency responders, first responders, who were talking to each other over the din of the wind and the snow?
What?
To communicate with each other?
No.
You're aware that there were 3 women on your lawn at one point?
Just only after the fact.
And at least one of those women was screaming to the top of her lungs at 6:03?
No.
Again, your German Shepherd was 6 feet from the window, correct?
I don't know that for sure.
That's where Matt was.
Well, that doesn't mean that's where she always is. She also sleeps in the closet area sometimes.
Oh, so now Chloe's in the closet.
I didn't say she was in the closet. I said she sleeps in the closet area sometimes.
Was she sleeping in the closet area that morning?
I don't remember.
Likelihood is she's sleeping on that mat 5 or 6 feet from that window, correct?
Objection. I don't know.
And your explanation.
Whoa. Wait a second.
And by the way,
Chloe is Turtle Boy's girlfriend's kid? Sleeping in the closet? Chloe is Turtle Boy's girlfriend's kid sleeping in the closet. Is that? Did we just another loop? I mean, this is real, right? Don't mess with me, y'all. Y'all are doing it again. Meatball, help me. Help me. It's Turtle Boy. I mean, which one is this? That's Chloe's, is the closet baby? You guys, you're doing this to me. I know you are. No one puts Chloe in the closet. What? Baby Chloe's in the closet?
Higgy Bear, no!
I got it to work. Got it to work.
Higgy Bear, no!
So, baby Chloe is in the closet. You guys go literally see why baby Chloe's in the closet. I'm lost. I swear I am, man. This is so messed up. I was so happy. I was so happy when I figured out that John couldn't be in the house. Or no, John had to be in the house to be bitten by Chloe. I was so excited. But I didn't know he was helping baby Chloe. He was giving Chloe a bottle? Stop. Stop. Help. Oh my gosh, help me.
We've already talked about this. Earlier that day, you've already indicated she was barking because she heard people and noises downstairs when you guys came
Sheer
in.
Turtle Boy.
Yes.
I'm going to get out of the closet.
And your explanation is that you and Nicole and Chloe, the German Shepherd, all slept through the entirety of that commotion on your front lawn.
Yes.
To be clear, you are a trained first responder.
Yes.
Yet during that entire event, after you were awakened, all that chaos on your front lawn, you never came out of your house to assist or investigate in any manner whatsoever, did you, Mr. Albert?
Once I was awakened?
Correct.
No.
Higgy Bear, no!
We've talked about this a little bit, but I want to ask you a couple of other questions about the layout of the house. The house is sitting on top of a basement, correct?
Yes.
Or was at the time. Describe how you get to the basement from inside the house if you come in the front door.
What's funny is that's what Turtle Boy said his
I
girlfriend
didn't
did.
interrupt you. There's two front doors that you go in, correct?
Yes.
For purposes of my question, Mr. Albert, I'm going to talk about the one that's right in front of you, the obvious one, as the front door, and the one to the right of it as you're looking at the house is the side door. Okay?
Okay.
Because I don't know how else to describe it. If you come in the front door, describe for the jurors, where is the basement door as compared to that?
So you walk straight ahead. You pass the kitchen dining room area opening on your right-hand side. And there's a door on the left.
How many paces? The door opens. How many paces to walk over and grab that door handle?
I'm not sure, maybe 10?
10 full paces.
Maybe, yeah.
So
Maybe 8, maybe 8.
Mr. Albert, it's about 4 long steps, correct?
Well, I don't know. You asked paces, so, 6 feet,
6 feet.
6 to 8 feet, maybe.
Got it.
Whoa. How?
What was the big?
How short is Albert? How short is Fat Albert up here? Because like, if it's 6 feet and you're doing 10 paces, that's 8 inches of step. That's a little 8-inch step. My hands are 8 inches, for crying out loud. What is Fat Albert up here doing? He's like, hey, I'm here to see Mushmouth. What's going on? This is no, I'm not fun. Oh my gosh, my dude, my friend, I don't read his things before I should read these before I do. The basement door is about 2 inches lower than the front door, but it's usually locked. The door is usually. Like they have to step down? Or it's locked, it's waiting up by baby Chloe out.
I am the Higgy Bear.
No.
This looks like Melanie Little right here, right below me. See her? Hey, Melanie! See you scratching your head. Bad Duck, how you doing, brother? What? Don't talk while I'm talking. I'm a dog as well. Ruh-roh. Meatball, Closet Baby, Closet Chloe, Driveway Clay. Wait, who's Driveway Clay? No, wait, who's Driveway Clay? Hold on, wait a second here. Wait, who's Driveway Clay? I don't know this one. I'm going
like turtles.
back to where it all began.
Wiggle, 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 yeah. 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 Wiggle, 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 yeah.
Who's Clay? I don't know Clay. I don't know Clay. Driveway Clay is the fake baby. Oh, wait a second. Is that the dummy? Was that the dummy they used? Oh, geez. Oh, wait, hold on. You're talking about Clayton Eckert, right? Clayton, Clay, well, I can't think of her name. Laura Owens. It's Laura Owens' boyfriend. Tonsil twins? Why do I have a feeling this is not going to end up the way I think it is? What? There is way too much that went on in this. Andrea, I like you, even though you have an Alabama hat. Turtle Boy had a fake. Yes, okay. So I know that. Wait, hold on. He had a fake baby with Clay. No, it wasn't that. When you say fake baby now and Clay, I'm thinking Play-Doh. One of these pills has to make me forget. Ashwagandha. Something's supposed to help me. So they stream too much. I have supplements for eyeballs because I don't know who Baby Clay is. I think I might. So wait a second. So we have Closet Baby Chloe and Clay. Baby Chloe.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Clay. Baby Clay Chloe.
Oh my.
Just keep pushing buttons. Fake abortion in a real driveway. Oh, gee, she's going to take. So there you go. You know about Laura Owens, do you? Because Laura Owens, she did the Bachelor, Clayton Eckert, and drugs are bad. Okay, that's what we learned there. Okay, you know how I say John, if John had been intoxicated, he might possibly still be alive. If Clayton had been intoxicated, he never would have gotten Laura Owens pregnant orally with twins. Yep. I said all those words, and all those words have been A very well documented court case. Why are you sorry? What happened? Yeah, Laura Owens is tonsil twins. I'm the source of the tangent. What is going on? I don't know what's happening anymore. I really don't. Bev's inverted morals. Motion to make Closet Chloe Baby Clay's twin sister. Wait, was Baby Clay supposed to be in the closet? Wait, is that true? I agree with whatever Bev's inverted morals says. Don't be sorry. I love it. Oh, yeah, I'm not allowed to say sorry anymore. I forgot. Sorry about that. My ADHD meds fizzle out by this time of night, too. You should look at extended release. Extended relief. Extended relief is a thing. I don't know. No, Lindsay is closet baby's mom. Option pass. Motion pass. Leon, I love you. I love you. This is the greatest thing ever. Oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun. Experts ADHD make me fun. My ADHD does not exist. I don't have ADHD. That's the secret. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime doll. I have a turtle. Hello. I give you kisses, Carlene. Oh, come here. I love to give kisses and hide in my shell. Everything has that same voice, by the way. You want to know. Hello. Hello to you. Oh, wait, I got rid of the chat. Oh, we got to finish this.
Used for in January of 2022.
So the basement had a weight room in one of the rooms, and the other room was nothing at the time. It had been damaged, water damage due to a overflowed toilet.
So part of the flooring had been ripped up.
Yes.
And that opened up some slab concrete downstairs.
Yes.
There was also some plywood downstairs.
Yes.
There were a couple of mats where the actual weights were, so they're not slamming down onto concrete.
Yes.
But there was a good amount of that.
Toilets don't overflow and cause that type of damage. Yeah, a little faucet behind the tank. You turn the little faucet and it goes off. Now the water hose, the water adapter, it goes in from the wall to the tank. It can burst and cause all sorts of damage. But they don't just overflow. Oh, wait a second. I take it back. I do take that back. Because what can happen is, sewage will back up. Do you know that your water company does your sewage as well? Their sewage lines can back up, and do you know that is not covered under homeowners, and you have to have a separate policy for that? Or risk it. Some people risk it.
Floor that was just exposed concrete.
Yes.
The workout equipment would include things like what? Barbells, dumbbells?
Yes.
Heavy weights?
Yes.
Heavy bars?
Yep.
Made from metal?
Yep.
Once you're down in the basement, by the way, there's 2 flights that you go down at angles to get to the basement. A series of steps, a landing, take a left, another series of steps, and you stand on the basement.
Yes. Not a long staircase, very small, but
Right. I mean, it's narrow and tight, but in other words, you don't just walk straight down a staircase. You go down to a landing, turn left,
turns a little.
go down, turn left again, and now you're in the basement.
Yes.
If you wanted to move something large or heavy out of that basement without having to go through the house, could you do that?
Objection.
I'll allow it.
Could you rephrase the question?
I'll say it again. If you wanted to move something large or heavy out of that basement without having to go through the main house, could you do that?
Yes, I mean, it would depend what it was, obviously, how big it was, or
How would you do that?
With this kid.
there's a bulkhead door you can use.
Got it. Where does that bulkhead door come out of?
It comes out to the backyard right at the kitchen area. You can see it from the kitchen.
And right to the left of that is the side fence.
Yes,
And directly through that side fence is the front yard.
yes,
The same side of the front yard as John O'Keefe's body was found.
yes.
May I approach?
Yes.
Look at this photograph, Mr. Albert. And if you could please tell me if you recognize what's depicted in that photograph.
Yes, it's the bulkhead stairway.
Is that the stairway that you earlier described for the jurors as servicing the basement going into the backyard?
Yes,
May I approach?
Yes.
Do you see what's depicted on the television screen?
yes,
Does that appear to be the same as what you're holding right there, that exhibit?
it does, yes.
Okay, I'm going to direct your attention, if I could, to the lower left portion of this photograph. And right there. Do you see that?
I love how this light thingy works.
Tell me what that is.
I can't.
Let me highlight it one more time. Right. It's easier if you look on your photograph.
Are you referring to the doorknob? Yeah, I got it here, yes.
I'm sorry, it's sort of hidden on that photograph, so I apologize. Is that the door that swings open or closed to close off the basement?
Yes,
Then if you open that door, it's in the open position now, correct?
yes,
So the photographer is standing in the basement looking toward the doorway, correct?
yes,
Then you climb 7 or 8 stairs,
yes.
and that bulkhead door, which is where all the light is emanating, how does that open?
So the bulkhead door opens straight up.
Okay, at least in that photograph, it was hinged toward the house and it would open up like a, I don't know, like a sandwich or something.
It opens straight up to the bay windows that are in the kitchen.
Got it, okay. Okay, that's all I need for that photograph. Your Honor, I have a flash drive with a video on it. I'd ask that this be marked as next in order. Court's permission.
Assuming it's the same one, no objection.
It's the same one.
Exhibit 69.
Exhibit 69.
Mr. Albert, I want to ask you to take a look in just a second at a video and then describe if you recognize what's in that video. I'll probably play maybe 5 or 10 seconds of it and then pause it. If that's okay.
Okay.
Court's permission?
Yes.
Pause. Do you recognize what's depicted in that video, at least up to that point?
Yeah, dirty stairs.
No.
Oh,
Does that look like your basement door, although the
look right here. Look how bad that caulking is. Oh, gross. And look down here. Oh, this is some major water damage that happened. I mean, which is obvious because this is a stupid door. This is supposed to be a root cellar. Who designed? Oh my gosh, look at this. Look, there's a beer can sitting right here. What kind of beer is that? Oh man, how silly is that? And then I love this is so, oh my gosh. Who built this? These are for a hood, a car hood. The to keep the doors open instead of having them swing. Oh, wait a second. I'm in your way. I'm in the way. I got to move. How do I do this? There we go. Look up here. These are, look at the beer can. There's a beer can. This is for a hood, a car hood. So they're like, oh, it's so hard to open the door and get our bodies out of the basement. Let's put these what are they called? I can't think now. Anyway, I love the beer can, and look at all they had water damage. This entire thing. They didn't have a toilet that flooded. Oh my gosh, the entire basement flooded. Look at this. The entire door is rotted. The entire thing rotted out. Look, you can see down here in the bottom. Oh, water cascade. Oh, I bet it's their pool. I bet their pool leaked. That's why. Oh, it wasn't a toilet. They wanted to say it was probably for selling it. They lied on the stand about their house, about the damage in their house because of property value. Just gets better and better to me. This is so great. Emily, thank you so much for sharing this one. This is so wonderful.
Bulkhead doors have been replaced.
Bulkhead doors.
The whole thing looks different to me.
Let's go ahead and play the video.
Yeah, it looks different because it's all made up. Look at that. Look. Yeah, see the pool? Yeah, the pool leaked into it.
Pause. Now do you recognize what's depicted in the video?
Yes.
What is that?
So that's was my backyard.
Okay. And what area is over to the left over here?
That's a gate
Okay. And what does that gate open up to?
to the front yard.
So the area
Over
that
there
we're
where the
looking at right
flagpole
now, where the photographer is standing, is the backyard.
Yes.
Now, having seen that, notwithstanding the way that the bulkhead doors open, now do you recognize what was depicted at the beginning of the video, which was that staircase?
Yes. The downstairs door, the door itself, the wooden door itself, also looks different.
Okay. So, but it's
But it is the stairway. Yes.
going into the basement.
Yes.
Or coming out of the basement.
Yes.
So in other words, another way to put that is that represented the ingress and egress through the bulkhead to the basement.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go ahead and play this.
Which one's this one? They don't have a pool? I can't keep up with this anymore. I can't keep up with it at all. Yeah, right? It was filled in. Closet Baby's mom loves the cock.
Did you recognize what was depicted in the video? Bring the lights up. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Did you recognize what was depicted in the video as it continued to play?
Yes.
Describe that for the jurors, please.
It looked like the video was from walking from the backyard towards the front yard.
So the video started at the bulkhead door, turned toward the fence, went through the fence, and right up toward the flagpole, correct?
Yes.
Okay, wait a second. Does this house have a pool or not? Does this house have a pool? So this house never had a pool. Okay, so then he's not covering up for water damage. Okay, I apologize. I was wrong. I can admit it when I was wrong. I was wrong. I admit. I had. Wait a second. Knowing now, after seeing evidence brought to my attention, knowing now what I said then was impossible for it to have happened. Squirrel School. Are we not at 34 Fairview? You know, the pool means a lot to me. It does. It means a lot to me. It means a lot, so much more now. There was a pool. Look, our chat can't even get it right whether there is a pool or not. So I'm not wrong in my opinion. My opinion is that the pool leaked, and that's why there was water in the basement, not because of a toilet flood. The toilet could happen, but if you look at it, that whole weird door thingy, I think it looks like I think the pool flooded. That's what I think. Yes, it had a pool. Our chat doesn't know if it has a pool or if it doesn't have a pool. They don't know if Karen ran over John or not. They're just here. Karen Reed did not run over John O'Keefe. Epstein didn't hang himself. The world is flat. Birds aren't real. I'm not wearing pants. How do I pull up that? Hold on. You guys ready? You guys ready? All right, here we go. 34 Fairview. There's a great big C in the driveway. C stands for Karen Reed did not hit John O'Keefe with her car. I actually do like the color. I like the wall color. What is this outlet right here? Look at that outlet down there in the bottom. You guys see what I see? Can you see what I see? I can't sing a single tone. Okay. Oh, look at this. Well, look at the cross beams. They're brick-ish. Boston strong. I don't know why I said it like that. I think it's funny though. Okay, look, do you see this? Do you see out the back windows here? This is the first floor. Do you see the back windows here? Oh my gosh, there's a back porch. Even they could have had Chloe on, but they didn't. But do you see this out here? This on the ground? That looks like a pool to me. This is 34 Fairview. Just letting you guys know this. And you wonder, why do you call yourself an expert? Oh, look, there's the back porch that Chloe could have been on. Look at that hack job they did on that fan. Oh, look, they got a little mini fridge out here. Little mini fridge to hold all your White Claws in. Family is this. Family. Now, granted, I know this is not, they did not live here at the time. The Alberts had a C painted on their driveway, so they knew that was where their cars were to be parked. Oh my gosh, yes. You know what? You know what that reminds me of? C is for cookie, is good enough for me. Okay, wait. Oh, sorry. Yes, that's another one. That's another good one. All right. All right, let's see here now. I've never looked at this before. You guys know that, right? I've never seen this. This is 100% first time with y'all. Y'all are my first. All 90 of you is my first. I feel like I feel like I just never mind. I can't say it. Look how polished that floor is. Look how polished that floor is. Oh, look at this. It says nice butt right here. Nice butt. Nice butt what? But what? Look how small that toilet lid is. Oh, how can you butt dial? If your butt can fit on that little teeny tiny toilet seat, how can you butt dial anybody? I don't know if you can. That's a small butt dialing seat. Okay. Cadbury socks. No, laundry socks. Oh, laundry basket case. Oh, they're missing a what's that thing called? Where you had the light bulbs? Light cover. They're missing a light cover. And I think that color red carpeting is just kind of weird. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, they have a curved TV. Look at this. They don't have one piece of furniture here. There's two. That's interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that bed's dusty. Ooh, look to the right of that bed. Do you see that right there? Those are slippers. Those are slippers. For some reason, I thought this room would have like red velvet on the carpet, on the walls. But that's where the magic happens. Common sense, right? This is where, let me tell you guys, you need to know what we're looking at right now. This is where the butt dialing happens. This right here. This is where the butt dialing. You need a phone number called? Right there in that bed. Right there in that bed, right there you're looking at. It knows how to dial your number. It knows how to dial your number. Where is Chloe's closet? Chloe's closet. Judging asses by toilet size. I'm triple dead. Well, it's true though, isn't it? I mean, you got. I mean, hold on here. How are you doing that? I'm very disappointed. I'm disappointed there's not a fan. There's not a fan right there. Because you know what? Big old Albert there. He looks like a sweater. No, well, maybe this maybe it would be a sweater you'd wear. I don't know. He just looks like there'd be he'd be very moist. Oh my gosh. Look how dusty. That bed, nobody's been knocking the dust off that bed. All right. Oh, look at this one. There's a cooler or some sort of locker over here. Do you think that's where? I mean, this isn't the O'Briens or what are their names? Not Brian, Albertsons anymore. But I would still think that this would be the type of chest I imagine voodoo dolls are put in. I know different people, but still. And we got a small one. Oh, look at this. Look, why we don't have pictures up where people can zoom in and look at them. Don't do that. Well, that's you tell the young one. This one's called mistake because his furniture is just. Maybe this is where Chloe is. This is where they kept Chloe. They kept her in their closet was just some. Hey, look, I've got some right here. Look what I got. Hey, look, they're tiny, little tiny ones. They look like little shoe boxes. They're empty because I've got to put stuff in. I know I have a lot of stuff to clean up. Anyway. The boom boom didn't happen. We're only halfway through, y'all. We're only halfway through. Why do they have a Nashville poster in Boston? Downstairs it said Boston Strong. Here it says Nashville. Look at this. You got the Cougar. You got Billy Joel. You got, is that Whitney Houston? I believe the children are the future. Give me some blow. And what is Bobby Flay doing? Anyway. Oh, I hate that. Look at this. I haven't seen that type of heat. Oh my gosh, this heating around here. Oh man, it sucks. What is this? What is this? What is this little ceiling eye right here? Little ceiling eye. And I like the corners for the that's not crown molding. That's chair railing. That's chair railing. This house was worked on in a weekend. Look at this. You sit there. Look, the toilet lid doesn't fit the toilet. The toilet lid does not fit the toilet. And I bet you it's the same toilet lid. People don't change their toilet lids. All of ours are gone. They're all new. Crack is whack. Yes, crack is whack. Show me the recipes. Oh, I didn't even see the Marine Corps blanket. I didn't even see it. Cheap Walmart voodoo dolls don't work. But look at the toilet seat right there. It doesn't fit the toilet. I've never thought about that. Oh, I am. Gwen, I'm totally going to fail. I'm totally going to fail. I don't think they are. I don't think these are new. I think these are probably, I think they probably didn't have toilet seats maybe for most of the, they're like prison. You know how prison doesn't have toilet seats? Look how, like, honest to goodness. Hey, Melissa Jane, you're worried about the toilet paper? Look at that towel. That poor towel. They only have one towel. I feel bad for them. This is $1 million home's what it's listed as. It's $1 million. Oh, is that the room? Is that the basement room? It is. It is. Oh, wait. Yes. Yes, we found it. Holy cow. Holy moly. Oh my gosh, I feel creepy. Holy creepiness. Creepy Petersons. Oh my gosh, this is so weird. Oh my gosh. This is all new paint. Okay. That's very nice. Very nice. Oh, it's new doors. Look, remember the door Alan Jackson just showed? It was smooth. Oh, look, this is a laundry thing. This is where your laundry is supposed to be. I wonder what this side room here was. Look, it has one little dinky light right there. Look, they don't even have the lights on. How are they getting light? They had to bring lighting in. But you think with these blue things here? So these blue things are you're lifting the dumbbell, the barbell here by yourself, and you can't lift it back up on the rack. So these are safety. These are like spotters. Okay, you're supposed to have a spotter. These are take that place. So that way you don't choke yourself. That is what went into the back of his head, if I were to guess. It's something to down here. Or maybe this thing. No, that thing's too. No, I think it's this. This is it, isn't it? That hasn't changed. Oh my gosh, what do we see here? Like our chat, y'all all failed Squirrel School. I do win Squirrel School. Look at this. Prisons don't have toilet seats, right? You know what I'm talking about. Good thing it wasn't a black light. No, you don't use a flash. Nobody uses a flash. They don't use it anymore because they always go pop. Didn't the whole basement get redone? Now go back to the family room. Is the family room, bite my bits, are you talking about the first one when you first walk in? Oh, I got something you can't get. I wish you could have it, but you can't get it. I can't give it to you. Chase me. No, keep going. Okay, I will. Wait, why was this? Why is this not? Oh. Pool. Well, look at that big rock out there. Oh, wait. What's this right here? It's a dog house. Oh, poor dog. Where's the closet? They need a new roof. Look at that. Totally need a new roof. Why is this? I mean, that's not a filled-in pool. That's pavement. Was this a burial plot? No filter. No filter on that one. Did you guys notice that? No filter. Look at the fireplace. It looks sanded down, the weird spots. Lines up with the pool. Since the Chloe was buried in the pool. Yeah, well, the chat earlier tonight doesn't exist. So it makes sense. You can't get some. Well, that's why you can't get it because I got it here, and you're not here. You're there. Oh, for an RV. I'm sorry about my bits that I said that. It was very inappropriate of me to say that, and I should have said that it looked like a burial plot. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the fireplace. I'm gonna go to the fireplace right now. I'm gonna go to the fireplace. We'll find it. The next one's 22. Okay. Who in the chat said there's no pool here? I was wrong. It was the other place. Who said it? Come on. Raise your paws. Okay. Paws up for Chloe. Oh, I love that. I love that. Thank you, Side Eyes. You said it wasn't here? Wait. You said it wasn't here? You said there was no pool here? You have investigator in your name. You can't do that. Oh, you can't do that. It's like I have expert in my name, and I apologize. You guys made me apologize. Chloe was buried at the Albert's parents' house. Allegedly, it's across from the Canton Police Department. Somebody finally with facts. Try to copy claim that one, Apu. Yeah, I've got Apu is trying to claim all my videos things. I'm serious about that. Serious about heart attack. I made a complaint to YouTube today. We'll see how long that lasts. But yeah. Anyway, Meatball Morrissey for the win.
Oh, giggity.
Thank you. Yes, I never knew there was a pool there. It's right there, right there. And that pool table. They also have a pool or had a pool. The parents do. This is 34 Fairview, Gwen Schaefer. This is 34 Fairview. Fairview. Chloe is buried and brother Tim Albert's filled in pool. Well, you know what, you guys? No, you can't. You guys said it right here. You said there's no pool here. I'm not looking at a pool. I love you guys. Come on, I'm just kidding. Let's have fun. Let's have fun with this. I apologized earlier, and I was right, and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Oh, that doesn't mean that's not. No, you don't get to play that. No pool anymore. No, because I was talking about the basement flooded, not from a toilet, but from this crepit old pool. That's why it flooded. And that's what my gut feeling from looking at the door and everything. I was like, I bet you anything that's what happened to it, is that it got a crack in it and it started going underground and went into the place. And that's what happened, instead of the toilet overflowing, because I don't see a toilet doing that much damage. It could. I grant you it could. It's a gut feeling. It's called a hypothesis. Okay. And so I came up with that. And then everybody told me there's no pool here. No pool here. Yes, there is. Because that's what I think flooded the basement. And the reason why I said all that is because I don't think they can tell the truth about that. Because if they told the truth about it, then that would cut down their property value. And they've kept it straight. That's what I was saying. That was my case I was making. The lollygolly end. Don't pay attention to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I am an entertainer for entertainment value only. All I know is that's a pool, and this house is worth over $1 million. Proud boomer, I love you. Don't you ever think? Don't you think for a second I'm talking down to you or anything? I think this is a hoot, because this. Here's the thing, y'all. This is what scares me about everything when you do a trial. Here, let me be serious for a second, okay? So whenever you do any of these trial stuff, like the fake memory and all that stuff, yeah, man, that stuff happens. So, like, if you're in a car wreck, okay, let's just go back. Very simple. You all have heard the saying, "Don't talk to the police." The reason why you don't talk to the police is because you don't know what happened. And I know what you're thinking right now. You're thinking, expert, you're an idiot. I was involved. I know exactly what happened. You don't. You don't, y'all. The way your brain and everything works. Stop it, side eyes. Y'all don't suck. The way your brain and Gary, the way your brain works and stuff, you don't know what happened. And there's so many, like the human psyche, like you naturally want to say, you want to make it right, we'll say, like that type of feeling. You don't realize that that's what's happening when it happens. Okay. And so when I say you don't know what happened, look at Karen Reed, right? Like, supposedly she said she did it. Then she says she didn't. Then there's no proof that she did do it. And she's asking, well, what if I did say it, though? All this stuff is so convoluted. It's not true. It's not what happened. What is the truth? It takes a lawyer to tell you the truth. And that's what it really upsets me. People say, oh, lawyers, all they do is lie. No. Lawyers, if they lie, they get disbarred. They lose everything. You don't get to work at the Home Depot if you've been disbarred. I mean, it is shameful. It's like being a banker and stealing money. Okay, well, that's another thing that lawyers get disbarred for. It's mishandling trust. But anyway, you lawyers are probably the most honest people there are. And I mean that. I mean, now you may not understand them. The way they talk in a way that you don't. It doesn't. It, you feel funny, So you immediately think to yourself, "Well, that's not true. I don't believe this," and that's fine. But you have to be able to just say to yourself, "What if everything I think?" Well, let's take everything I think, everything I know is to be true, and let's think from the other side. And we don't naturally do that because the best explanation of that is to think about um, people don't want to think the devil is real. But think about it, you want to think that God's real. You want to think that his love exists, but you don't want to think that the devil's love exists. And you go, well, Expert, how can you say that? The devil doesn't love, he hates. To the devil, hatred is love. Two polar opposites. I don't want to be with the devil. I want to be with sweet, sweet baby Jesus. But that's how you have to think of things. You have to think on the other side. And why do you have to think the other side? Because the devil, he tricks you. He lures you into doing the wrong thing. So you have to think, what's happening right now? Is the other side trying to trick me? So you got to think of it from both sides. And then yourself, you will be able to give yourself the answer of what you think is right, what is morally and justly right. And that's also why people have a hard time, like on death penalty cases. It's very hard for people to convict when you're seeking the death penalty. We all think, oh, yeah, we could do that. We also don't want to think about the government having the authority to take a human being's life. Life is very precious. Life is very precious. And how we live our lives is the most precious thing. So we got to look at both sides. But what we saw tonight in this chat is that, yes, you can misremember. You can think things differently. And you know what? We're not lying. We're not lying to each other. We have no ill intent. And the best thing, the greatest thing we can do is we can say, hey, that's cool, brother. We're still friends. I'm still going to hang out with you. I'm still going to check you, see what's going on. And that's what I love here. This is what the chat that I want to bring together. I want us to be bonded. And I want us to get to know each other. I want us to stay together. So that way, whenever there's a hot topic or something big's happening, something like that, we're here. We just had something like that happen a week or so ago with the correspondence dinner. It's an attack on America and her values. The people make up America. And what did we do? I went live. I had so many of y'all coming in. And I love it every time you guys are there because I know you guys are safe. And anyway, that's my spiel. I love you guys. Let's go back and find that fireplace, okay? Who was it that wanted to see the fireplace? Well, now I want to see the fireplace. Let's find that fireplace. Okay, there's a swimming pool that's not there. We have the whole layout. Oh, how do I click? Oh, click. This is something I want this so bad. Yes. Now we will always have a copy. Dun, dun, dun. This is the last place John O'Keefe was seen alive. That's creepy, isn't it? Holy cow, that's creepy. God bless you, John. God bless you, man. And God bless everybody involved. Okay. Downstairs. Floor 1, floor 2, floor 3. All right. Systems. Exercise room. There's that little room right there. Systems. That's this, I guess. No, hold on. How do you get out of here? Where's the outside part? This is. Oh, wait a second. That's the third floor. So this is where you come in, the foyer right here. Okay. This is where Alan Jackson says. So you come in, there's the kitchen, there's the outside. How many paces is it to the door. I know 6 feet. So the kitchen, though, is 9.5 feet wide. Living room, foyer, study. Oh, primary bedroom. There's a lot of bedrooms upstairs. That's a much bigger house than I thought. How many square feet? 22, no, 23, 60, 34, 50. 3450 square feet. Okay. Okay. All right. Now we gotta find the bedroom though. All right, we gotta find that bedroom. Let's start over. Not bedroom, the fireplace. Starting over. All right, here we go. There's a heart. Boy, it doesn't look that big on the outside. C for car. All right. Not the fireplace. Fireplace. Okay, now what am I looking here in the fireplace? Where am I looking here on the fireplace? He's got those little feet, little 8-inch steps. Okay. I'm not going to the garage goal. I think the study was one back. Where am I looking for on the fireplace? But if it's finished, basements are, aren't they? Finished. Right here. Oh my gosh, look, ceiling cats. They got a ceiling cat too. Yeah, I mean, but I mean, he could have his head on a coffee table too. I mean, like, look, he could have his head on this thing back here. But and then you're saying like he has head here, and then they took him out through this door and around. Maybe. I wasn't prepared for that. I just wanted to know if it had a swimming pool or not. All right, where's the study at? Look how small the toilet seats are to the toilets. They don't show the study. That's weird. And then we're back to the basement. Oh, wait. Is this the door to the outside? One of these is the door to the outside. Okay. All right. Oh, wait. I see it. The door. Okay, yes. Let's see here. No, wait. Okay, so this is the door to the basement right here. See that? Underneath the kitchen, which is reminds me, hang on. I know we're going back. There's the magic room. Going back. There's no door out here. Right here, do you see this? Where can you see the little finger thingy? See, there's on the far wall right there. See, there's that door. That is the door to the what's that place called? The basement. I don't think this room that we're in right now, has an exterior door. Does it? Oh crap! I mean, it'd have to be where the person's standing that's taking the photos, but oh, it does. It has an exterior door that goes to the swimming pool. Okay, so where is that swimming pool? Oh, wait. So it comes out here. No. So see this right here? Do you see this deck right here? So you'd have to, if John fell where the fireplace is inside, they've had to come out through, which the fireplace is over here. They'd have had to come out here, okay, and come in over here, and then come down there, and then walk all the way around. Whereas in the basement, it would come out right here and go right here. So the basement, though, let's see. Oh, that's facts. That's facts. Besides that, it doesn't make sense anyway. According to Alan Jackson, he's trying to make the case that John came out from. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he fell and hit the. Doesn't matter where he died. It doesn't matter where he died, because if he dies inside the house, that means that Karen Reed didn't do it. We got to stay focused. We got to stay focused on that. There's two things we know. One, Karen Reed didn't kill John Keefe, and two, the Albertsons have a pool. And Chloe is Turtle Boy's girlfriend's closet baby. Oh, wait, hold on. Here, what? Also, just for the record, I can't weigh on any of this because I don't do theories. Are we doing a theory? What? Who lives like this? I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's happening in Falls Lord. I really don't. All I know is the chat made me apologize for saying that they had a pool, and I proved they had a pool by going to the listing. I'll never live that down. I was right for once. Write it down in your books. What is today? Is this Cinco de Mayo? Ole! I was right. I was all right, though. We're just having a good time. Probably through that back door into the basement, then moved to the front layer. Doesn't matter. We got to stay focused on Karen Reed. Did Karen Reed hit him with her car? Because that's what the case is. That's what the whole case is. Other than that, it was the one-armed man. It was the guy who killed Ann Nicole Smith. It was a massive, what's that place? Not Massachusetts. What's that place called? Where the witches are? Salem. It was a Salem witch. It could be a Salem witch. Here's the thing. It's either Karen Reed or a Salem witch. That's how we're going to stay focused like that, okay? Oh my gosh, there's a turtle over here chugging moonshine again. Oh, that scared me for a second. Oh, that scared me. I'll admit, I'm easily scared.
I like turtles.
Facts, I do. That scared me, though. It's either Karen Reed or a Salem witch. You just saw the turtle. Isn't that crazy? Yay, you're still studying. I just explained the history of the United States to a 6-year-old who's going to take his A-push exam on Friday. He's far less prepared than you. Give me a time frame of the United States history you need to know. I would, you know what? I would fail any American history test because I would not put politics or make believes into it. Thank you so much, T42. Look at this. Look, guys, if you are a member, there is a link to the Discord. We go over there. We have good times in Discords. And you know what? Because we're
Wiggle, 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 yeah. 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 Wiggle, 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 yeah.
Higgy Bear, no!
Deaver's Ever. Yes, Deaver did it. That's what happened. Anything else, but it's not Sue. It's all. What? Yesterday I was a Beatle and dumb. The Beatles are an inferior band. They just had good marketing. What? All right. We got to get back over here. Y'all, you're trying to keep me from doing my homework, and I'm not going to let you do that anymore.
Is that an accurate representation of the layout of the house when you lived there on January 29th, 2022?
Yes.
With the exception of the bulkhead door having been replaced and maybe the basement door.
Yes.
By the way, the 34 Fairview house had been in your
Nancy, how you
family
doing, babe?
at that time in 2022 for 2 generations?
My parents built the house in the late 70s, 79 maybe.
So if your parents are one
Supposed to write
generation,
down questions
you and your
for
family
tomorrow.
are
I hope
another
everybody has
generation,
questions.
2 generations.
Everybody's coming
Right.
with one
Nearly-
question for
maybe
Emily
actually a
tomorrow.
little more than 50 years, half a century.
That what? And what?
That it was the Albert home.
Yes.
The fact is, you listed that house for sale for the first time ever in November of 2022, correct?
That's the time we listed it. Yes.
Just months after John O'Keefe was found on your lawn.
Objection.
Stan?
10 months.
Mr. Albert, is that timing, according to you, a coincidence?
Is what?
Is that timing a coincidence?
Well, that's not the timing. Actually, we contacted the realtor in 2021, finally listed it in 2022. So that would be pre-incident.
So the list.
$456 a square foot.
For the first time in November, that in your mind is just a coincidence.
It's not a coincidence because we started trying to look into selling the house in 2021, which was the few months prior to the incident.
On January
so
28th,
premeditated.
2022, you were still an active Boston police officer, correct?
Yes.
What was your job title in January 2022?
Sergeant detective.
That means you not only respond to incidents, you actually conduct investigations as a detective, correct?
Yes, primarily fugitive investigations.
You have additional training in order to hold the title and hold a position as a detective. Is that right?
Yes.
Not just a regular patrol officer. You have to have special training to get to the rank of detective. Is that right?
Yes.
As a sergeant detective, that's above a regular detective, indeed, because you're a supervising detective. Is that right?
Yes.
You have experience in training in order to hold that position as a supervisor in the detective spot as well.
Yes. There's civil service tests for the rank, but yes.
And you've investigated crimes. I mean, I'm guessing just a ton of different types of crimes, including assaults, manslaughters, homicides, kidnappings, things of that nature.
No,
You've never investigated anything like that.
no.
So what's the parameters of your investigative skills as you held that title of sergeant detective?
So my parameters were investigating fugitive investigations. That was my specialty, I guess you could say.
So you've responded to, obviously, to countless incidents and scenes as both a patrol officer
Yes.
as well as a detective.
Yes.
You've supervised the investigation of at least the fugitive type of crimes, correct?
Yes.
Fugitives
You
trying
gotta
to
ask her
thwart
tomorrow.
investigators to try to find them, right?
Tomorrow
Yes.
at
That's
9:15
their
on
whole- it's
Emily
the cat and
C's
mouse game,
channel.
right?
Right.
You being the cat, correct?
Ooh.
Sometimes.
Find the
Some.
mouse.
Yes.
You're also trained in techniques, obviously any detective would be trained in techniques that culprits might use or suspects might use to sort of cover up investigations. I'm sorry, to cover up crimes, to thwart investigations, correct?
Objection.
Do you have that training, sir?
No.
So you, in all of your training, 30 years as a Boston police officer, and as a sergeant detective, you don't have any training in what techniques criminals might use to try to cover up their conduct?
No. I've never gone to a training for criminals to cover up conduct. No.
Never been trained in the fact that, I don't know, somebody might want to clean up blood at a scene.
What does
No,
he do
objection.
for the police?
The answer stand.
What about
What does he do?
sanitizing a location?
Objection.
We know what he does.
No.
What about getting rid of electronic data? You've got to have training in that.
No.
In other words, the fugitives that you chase down and try to find, you don't try to utilize electronic data to go after them?
Sometimes we do, but I don't have any training in it per se.
I mean, things like GPS data and phone calls, and text messages, and communications, and things of that nature, obviously.
Yes. Yes.
Clearly. These are all things that, at least those things, are things that if you didn't have formal training, you got on the job training and just have common sense about how to go after this type of evidence, correct?
Yes.
Sir, you had an iPhone with a number ending in 0888 back in January of 2022, did you not?
Yes.
How many years did you have that iPhone as of January 28th?
We had an iPhone with the number 666.
Of several years. I'm not sure
Really,
how
just
many,
said
but
666?
multiple years.
And Mr. Albert, you were notified by the Commonwealth that on September 23rd, 2022, in the fall of 2022, a judge specifically ordered that you were to preserve that phone.
Objection, Your Honor.
Correct?
I'll see counsel at sidebar.
You are currently represented by Mr. Hennig,
Yes.
seated behind me, gentleman in the,
Yes.
in the gray suit.
666.
Yes.
Okay. Without telling me anything you've ever communicated with him, when did you hire him as your lawyer?
Better, Courtney. What's going on?
I'm not exactly sure of the date.
Give me a time frame. Let's see if we can narrow it down.
2022. I'm just not sure the exact date or even the month.
For the end of 2022?
I'm not sure. I believe prior to some of the other testimony that I gave. So prior to
April of 2022 at the state grand jury?
No, prior to the other testimony.
Okay, that was in June of 2023. That's my question. Did you hire Mr. Henning in 2023 in anticipation of giving testimony in June of 2023?
Sorry.
I'm not sure of the exact date. I believe it was maybe the end of 22. I'm not sure.
Or did you get a subpoena for the other hearing?
I did.
Okay. Did you hire Mr. Henning after you got that subpoena?
Love you, Nancy.
I can't say. I believe so. Right around that time. Yes.
Okay.
I'm just trying to remember the time, and I can't remember it.
Okay. So you did not hire. Well,
Yo, don't be lurkers. Come in and say hi.
I think
I
that
promise I won't bite.
answers the
Unless
question.
you want me to. And if Ballstorm's here in the chat.
I'm going to see at
Ballstorm
sidebar
is
about
tighter,
the extent of the
what
inquiry.
I've heard. Ballstorm makes Closet Chloe, baby
Yes.
Turtle Boys look timid.
You had received.
What was it?
I wanna draw
Turtle
your
Boy's
attention to
girlfriend, Chloe.
2023 now.
No.
Now I'm doing it.
No.
The fall of 2022, September of 2022.
Yes.
Did you receive a notice
Baby Chloe.
on Commonwealth
Baby Chloe.
letterhead indicating that you were not to,
Wait, how
to
did this
destroy
squirrel boy get
or
in
in
the
any way
closet with
manipulate
Chloe?
any data on your cell phone?
How did that
Destroy the phone
happen?
itself, or to manipulate or destroy any data on that cell phone?
I do not remember
Tomorrow on
getting
YouTube.
that letter. No.
Turtle boy.
I'm gonna read
Who is
this
the
for
expert?
record,
Why
Your
is he
Honor, if I
calling
may,
me?
with
Why is he
permission.
saying I'm in the
Thanks.
closet?
Did you receive a letter that said, in essence, not even in essence, it should be quoted?
Dr.
as
Russell,
follows.
how you doing?
Quote, you, Mr. Albert, are hereby notified that the
Thanks for
defense in
saying
the case
hello.
of Commonwealth versus Karen Reed, Norfolk Superior Court, criminal case number 22-117,
By the way.
has filed a motion pursuant to Mass R. Crim P. 17 for the production of any cell phone.
Wait. I gotta go back to this. Dr. Russell is gasp. You guys see that avatar? You all see that? Dr. Russell? Is that a drawing of me in the background? Smiling with the sunglasses? Only I would see so stupid. Thinking about me. Oh my gosh, I love you guys. I'm just joking around. We're having a great time tonight. Today's a good day. I've been very cooped up today. Thank you guys for letting me have some fun.
Phones that you used between January 28, 2022 and February 28, 2022.
Queen of Hearts.
Or any data associated
Beautiful,
with those
baby.
phones, period. The hearing on Ms. Reed's motion will be held on October 3, 2022 at 2 p.m. in courtroom 1 of the Norfolk Superior Court. You may be heard on the motion at that time. You are hereby placed on notice that these cell phones are the subject of pending litigation, and you must not alter, delete, destroy, or in any way manipulate any of these electronic data.
Wait. I just realized we went too far. Okay, so now we're in cell phone data. I'm sorry. We were on dogs tonight. Dogs was the thing. Okay, so we've done that. I was paying too much stuff to the chat. Underscore. Paul O looks super psyched. Paul O. Wait, hold on. Oh, but it's this back here? Is that Paul O'Keefe? No, he's over here. Oh, which one? No, wait. This is Karen's family over here. Is this Paul O'Keefe? Is that right? Did I do it right? Oh, I don't know how it pulled up. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you, underscore? No idea. I'm just making stuff up. At this point, that's how it goes. That's how it works around here. We just underscore. Thank you for putting up with an idiot. Is that Paul O'Keefe right there? Is this him? Right cheer. The bald man. Well, I mean, it's Massachusetts. Every guy's bald. Why is everybody bald in Massachusetts? That's him. He is super psyched. Yeah, he does. He looks like he needs to get off the vitamin C. We'll say he takes a lot of vitamin C. Natalie L, how you doing? Did I see you earlier? Did I say hi to you? Wait a second. I just lost it. Underscore. Guess what? I'm a little slow tonight. I'm losing my brain. I have no brain. I never did. Thank you, underscore. And what is this? Hold on, wait. What is this one? What is this, Colleen? I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. He always looks like he needs to poop. Well, you know what, Natalie? Did you see how small those toilet seats looked in that house? I would always need to poop too because I'd be like, I don't fit. It's a little tiny toilet seat. You know what? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I had a little bucket around here. The teeny tiny bucket. Tiny little bucket. I was going to make a reference to that. Sorry. Imagine if Balin out loud visited again. You're bald. You're all bald. Who is Balin? I know. Paul is pissed. That's the bald guy? Courtney agreed. Side eyes. Not so bad if he was a decent man. What? What'd Side eyes say? She's always saying things. Bald white guy, arms crossed, button down shirt, scowl on face. Put a you know what? Put an ad on him. Look, he could be a cop. He could be a cop. He got his cop hat on. Man, do you know how fast you were going back there? Would you like to know how fast you were going back there? I've got gorgeous flowing locks of luscious hair. He's staring down Karen. Well, that's a little weird, you know? Oh, that's Ceiling Cat. Ceiling Cat. Ceiling Cat. Courtney, guys, wait till he finds out about Paul's Lindsay. I know Paul Revere and the Raiders. Yeah, so Hellfish, I have a cap here. So see, like that's Ceiling Cat. Over here we got Velcro Cat. Have you ever seen Velcro Cat before? Velcro Cat's an ass. Ceiling Cat, he's a scaredy cat. He'll go back inside. But Velcro Cat, I mean, he just and look at him, he won't stay still. He's like, I'm Velcro Cat, Velcro Cat, Velcro Cat. You guys want to see a picture of me when I was growing my hair long? Back when I was in a band, I thought I was cool. It says I'm an idiot. Ah! Don't look at that. All right. I have nothing left to focus on because we are done with the dogs, and that's what I was supposed to be watching tonight were the dogs. We'll be doing dog training tonight. And I've done the dogs. I've done all the doggy stuff. And now we're here to do the cowboy stuff. Not kidding. Wait, you couldn't see. What can you see? Oh, say, can you see? Balin Dupre, TLC show as a young woman with Tourette syndrome or chicks is a phrase. You are bald. I love that. You know what's funny? Some dudes look good bald. I want to know what that's like. Looking good. Okay. There you go. One more time for common sense. Because she's going to try to look me up. I know her. I'm not going to do that. I'm not posting again. You missed out. No, it's not long hair. Would you believe I don't have many pictures of myself? One, I don't like the way I look. Two, I don't want it to ever be I don't want it to be held against me. Unless you want to hold it against me. Some dudes look good without sunglasses. We know what that's like. Being a dude. What? Now we need question and research for extra credit. No, that's tomorrow night. We're gonna have it all. Why? What? Surgically attached from an ancient alien civilization who visited and saw his eyes and stopped him from entering souls and snatching them. What? That'd be interesting if he doesn't already know about Paul, Lindsay, and fake baby Clay. I don't know any of that. You're the one that told me I could do this. You told me I could do this. I got a dog problem out there. All right. Or like Joe Dirt's mullet surgically attached. Oh, hey, so you I've got I have a Joe Dirt story, but it's not really cool. Guy I know, Drug Enforcement Task Force. He said his undercover personality was Joe Dirt. I was like, what? Because this guy was high and tight, right? When he went in the academy and all that. I mean, he was big dude, very, very blue eyes, all that stuff. And anyway, he then became a drug enforcement, and all of a sudden he looked like Joe Dirt. That was his thing. Is Lindsay the girl Paul was trying to hook up with through the first trial? Who is Paul again? Fake baby Clay is Closet Baby's half brother. I've already forgotten who Closet Baby is. Wait, hold on, wait. Closet Baby was real. Chloe is Turtle Boy's ex-girlfriend's baby. Sorry. Dr. Russell says John's brother. Oh, that's Paul. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, so now what are we doing? Devil was pleading like someone. Yes. Wait, so Paul's wait, hold on. John's brother Paul hooked up with Turtle Boy's closet baby, Chloe. Hold on. How's this hurt? Why does it hurt? Chloe hooked up with Paul? No. Chloe's the dog. Who hooked up with Paul? There's 3 Lindsays? Well, how am I supposed to know the 3 Lindsays? Which Lindsay is who? I know Graham. He's a senator from South Carolina. I know Lindsey Nelson. That's the name of the baseball affiliate at University of Tennessee. I don't know who Lindsey Nelson is. I think he was an announcer. And then I know Lindsey. No, that's not the guy. The guy from Naked Gun. Leslie. He's Leslie. Lindsay. Oh, I know Lindsay in junior high. Read your comment, please. Well, where is your comment? Oh, here it is. That's why there are 2 Lindsays, one in New Jersey. A Sudan is a New Jersey woman that tried to get Paul. Oh, who's the New Jersey woman? Wait, that's there's New Jersey Kate or the New Jersey girl that comes in the chat. Is that her? Wait, hold on. Why is she suing Turtle Boy? Blaze Donuts would signal her during trial.
Yes. No, forget it.
I don't know anything about. What about powdered donut? Wait, hold on. Isn't that cross Boston cream pie? Isn't that what it's called? It's an eclair. It's a Boston cream pie. Who's the Boston cream pie girl? Or I guess that wouldn't be appropriate. You guys have Boston cream pies in Boston? I love those things, man. With that vanilla custard. Oh my gosh, and the chocolate covering. Ooh, those things are so daggone good. Man, I'd eat one right now if I had one. Mm, I love those things. So scummy, right? What? She said triplets. There's triplets? Fleetwood Mac doesn't like me. The drummer, Mac, or whatever, yeah. Right? He flipped me off. Sponsor to flip me off. Much younger. I'll tell you when it was. It was no, that's not it. It was right after this picture was taken. Suing Turtle Boy for some people is similar to when a milkshake breaks. Oh God, help me. Tomorrow night, 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. Oh, what? I don't like fish. I like tacos, man. I love tacos. I like the heck out of tacos, man. You give me a plate of taco. You know what? So like, I didn't realize that tacos didn't come in a crunchy shell. And then I was like, well, I heard about like, soft tacos and they're flour shells right now. No, they come in those corn tortillas. Now, corn tortillas, man, they're not very tasty. They're much better when they're deep fried. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have any cheese on them. There's no cheese. It's so weird. And there's way too much cilantro. No cilantro. I mean, you know what? Here's the thing. Cilantro doesn't bother me. Some people are, it tastes like soap. My wife's one. It's like it's soapy. Soapy. That doesn't bother me. And a little cilantro gives me that right flavor. But man, I don't need a lettuce bowl of cilantro. Nobody needs that much cilantro in their life. You know what I'm saying? They're going, it's a little weird. It's a little fishy. But I don't like fish. I don't eat anything comes out of the water. There's two reasons. One, I don't eat anything that smells that they call fresh. And two, whales poop in that water. I'm not eating something that swims around. Oh, can you imagine what a whale turd's gotta be like? It's not going in an Albertson toilet, that's for sure. Those things, little tiny little things. Imagine a whale butt dial. Holy cow, that's a whale tail. You eat like cilantro, like you could just like pick it up and just eat it, put some salt on it maybe and just eat it. That's why? I'm not I don't eat veggies that much. So you like those American tacos? Is that what they are, American? Well, let me tell you what. Let me tell you about that. I love all. Whoops, that's not it. I love all things Play ball. My spouse despises laundry. Yeah, that's the thing. What fresh seafood is different? Oh, it just swims around. It just swims around with like what? Not the whale turd. All swims with whale turd. I'm not eating that crap. People spread ashes of dead people in water. Correctamundo. I saw. Oh my gosh! Like like that big. There's a river in India. Okay, I don't know. I just wondered about this, and it's like a holy river, and it doesn't have sinkholes in it or anything. It's like holy, like as in like Tao. Think of like the Dalai Lama, right? Big hitter, the Lama, Tao or whatever. Okay, like holy like that. It is a toilet. It is the most polluted river in the world, and it's polluted with human poopy. Like 1.5 billion gallons of fresh feces is dumped into that every single day. I just saw this. People were in a boat. Like they had like no, thank you. But you know what? We got to worry about. Never mind. Almost went on a rant. Almost went on a rant and did not. I had taco salad for dinner. Love a taco salad. There's a couple of good taco salads. What happened? Natalie? There's plenty of poop on farm chickens. Nothing safe. Yeah, they don't swim in it. Like that, my eggs don't swim in it. And you know what? I only like one kind of chicken, and that's deep fried. I don't like farm chickens and stuff. I like deep fried chickens. Fake tacos. What's a fake taco? A fake taco? That's for sure. What do you think cows, pigs, and chickens eat? Tacos? That's it. No, 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 no. Cows eat sushi. That's why you get wagyu. Wagyu. Samurai. So that's why you get samurai beef. I like the ninjas. What, Vegas Rick? Where's Vegas Rick? He should be coming to, you know what? Here he is, right here. He should be coming to Dollywood. He'll well, that's not his arm, but he understands. And he knows the Buenos noches. But if you have to cook it, XX, kiss, kiss. What is that? What's the James Brown? Oh, good gal. Go kiss myself. Good guy. What is that? Eddie Murphy? I love Eddie Murphy. You guys ever watch old videos? Comedians are funny. What's that one guy? Rodney Dangerfield. Oh, and there's that other guy. The guy who was on Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson's funny. You gotta watch the old stuff. But anyway, Eddie Murphy. Go kiss myself. Good guy. What? I'm a pie eater? I do. I like crust pie. You know what? I will eat a tomato pie, but it has to be prepared properly. I like I like chocolate cream pie. I like vanilla cream pie, obviously. Um Peanut butter pie. Love peanut butter pie. Ice cream. Oh, ice cream pie is my favorite. Pizza pie. I like that. Caramel pie. I like a caramel pie. They're good. Those are all good pies. Ronnie Dangerfield's the best. Yeah, he didn't get any, did he? What, Vegas Rick? Pigs also solve puzzles and are smarter than dogs? That's going to have to be a really impressive pig. I mean, that's going to have to be a smooth talking pig. Somebody has to be smarter than Arnold, from Green Acres. Still, I think Vegas Rick is blocked in my chat because I don't see him. Where is Vegas Rick? So I can pull up his chats. Y'all give Vegas Rick mucho bonitos el lovos because he needs it. He is a heartbreaker, man taker. No, wait, that's not how, is that how it goes? I just realized that's a song. She's a heartbreaker, man taker, turn around, bend over, don't you think about me? I think that's it. Pretty much. Eddie Murphy is great. Yes, absolutely. 100% is true. Key lime pie. Yes, I was talking about key lime pie today. Now, here's the thing, Dr. Russell, on key lime pie. One, it has to be made out of key lime. Have you ever heard the story about the time when I got real fresh key limes and I squeezed them? Trying to impress the white rabbit. I squeezed and I squeezed and I squeezed that lime. Have you ever squeezed the lime? Have you ever squeezed the key lime? Oh my gosh. Let me tell you what, Doc. Your hands get a little crampy. It's hard and they don't produce much juice. But I'm just squeezing away. Squeezing it. Why not? I'm just thinking to myself. You got fresh key lime juice. I made that pie. It has the piece and she goes, oh, that's really good. It's like, you know what I did? And she said, did you find the key lime I have in the cabinet? Like, what do you mean key lime you have in the cabinet? I went to the store, I bought key limes. She goes, no, I have key lime. I was like, yeah, but these are like key limes. These are from Key Lime, France, or where they're from. Like the real key lime factory. And she said, yeah, I have the juice. And she pulls it out of the thing, the cabinet there in the kitchen. I'm like, it's like the original recipe, the real key lime stuff. And I'm like, it tastes just the same. When I finally had something, I was so mad. I've never been so mad at myself in my life. I remember squeezing those limes and it sucked. Every bit of it sucked. It wasn't a single thing. What happened at band camp? What instrument do you play? Side Eyes just played the Toblerone at band camp. Toblerone. That's how you know it sounds like that. I have vegan key lime cheesecake in my fridge. Hey, nefarious. All cheesecake doesn't have meat in it. Wait, are you a vegan too? Is this is this catching? Is this catching? Is that why you eat fish tacos? Wait, is that why you eat fish tacos? That's another thing. I'm not a vegetarian. So that's why I don't eat those. I like chorizo. which is a Mexican sausage, but it's not really a sausage because, like, the casing, it's not like casing, not intestine tasting, intestine casing. You eat fish or you're vegan? Huh? I dated a girl that ate fish, and she was a vegetarian. What? That's not what vegan is. It's the dairy eggs. Yeah, you can still do. You can eat. Wait, eggs are dairy, aren't they? They come from a farm. Wait, hold on. What are you guys talking about now? I don't know what's happening. Look, all I know is that Chloe, the closet baby, Turtle Boy's closet baby, Chloe, is in Massachusetts, New Jersey. New Jersey, we found out. There's a lot of stuff going on in here that Emily sees unravel tomorrow night. So please check in tomorrow night, 9:15. Those of you that don't know, Dollywood, Tennessee, right outside Knoxville, Dolly Parton, it's her theme park. Also, it's right over there. June 3rd, 4th, and 5th, we have a get together. June 3rd is when people are traveling in and stuff. We go out, we meet everybody, and we have dinner. It's like, hey, the veils are off that night. Don't worry, it's nothing kinky or anything like that. It's not in Massachusetts. This is Tennessee. We fear God, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then Thursday, we go to the theme park because you know what? That's a destination. Nobody wants to see me. Nobody wants to see Baker. Nobody wants to see Volstorm or Valhalla or Diva or White Rabbit or Shizzy or any of these people that are normally around. No. They want to see Dolly. So they go to Dollywood. Dollywood on Thursday. Now, Friday, we do a presentation of Friday Night Live in front of a live studio audience. And let me tell you what. I think this is the only channel. I'm the only creator on YouTube that does something like this. And if anybody is doing it now, they count it for me because this is the third year we've been doing it. So that's why you got to come. You got to come in and sign the card. You got to come inside the card and say, "Get well, Dolly. Get well." Yes. You can go see her on her bus. You ever been on a bus before? You can go to Dolly's bus. It's good times for everyone. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. Coconut milk is, and the vegan key lime pie is also gluten free. I know everything about coconut milk from watching Looney Tune cartoons. And you put a straw in a coconut, and then later on, I heard about you put a lime in a coconut, and that reminds me of those key limes. And I do not like that. Oh, is that where the song comes from? Nefarious? You put the key lime in the coconut. Anyway, June 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It doesn't cost. I mean, you have to pay your own way, right? You got to pay your own food. You got to pay for your own ticket. But Friday, the Friday Night Live thing, it's a private venue that I've procured. You come in, you just, I'm sure there's going to be drinks of all kinds. Bring your own, bring what you like. There's pizza places right around the corner. Do we have pizza? Bring it in. Do whatever. I mean, don't do whatever. Obviously, I mean, you do have to. No, this is the difference between doing it live and doing it like I normally do on Friday nights, every Friday night about 9:30ish, is that you have to wear pants in the live presentation. Now, other than that, look, Danielle's going to be there. Danielle is going to be there. Side Eyes is going to be there. T42 is going to be there. Common Sense is bringing Courtney from North Florida, from Ybor City there. Kate, are you in Discord? Can you list the hotels that are the best? I would suggest between Paper Mill Drive and which is exit 3. I'm going blank. I'm absolutely blank. Paper Mill Drive and Cedar Bluff, and Knoxville. Knoxville only has 2 roads. I-40, which is 75. I-40 and 75 are the same road, but we call it I-40. And Kingston Pike. And Westtown Mall is the name of the mall. That's kind of like in the middle of where I was saying. Cedar Bluff Road is where, like out there, is where we'll meet the first night because it's a central location, great parking. We get done eating. We go across the street. There's a place called Main Event. So it's like an arcade. They have bowling. They have laser tag. They have all that stuff. World's largest Pac-Man or Galaga machine. I forget which ones. One of those two. And so you might be saying, well, why do we meet up at a bridge first? Well, the reason why is because it wins best hamburger, or it's constantly rated one of the best hamburgers in town, and they have great pizza. It's wood fired, and they're a brewery, and next door they have a axe throwing place. And who just messaged me? And okay, where did I get a message from? Oh, wait, there's one more message, please. Well, I got a beep somewhere, and there's nothing beeping. There's nothing on my computer that could beep. Nothing there. Nothing there. That's weird. That was very weird. Nothing beeped. Oh, here, let me double check this. No. Nothing beeped. All right. What? My video drive was kind of long, especially from Rhode Island. It is. So it's like, here's the thing. Dollywood is just one day, and that's it. Downtown, it's venue is 221. It's on Cumberland Avenue, downtown Cumberland Avenue, not Cumberland Avenue by the University of Tennessee. It's a street crossing. From there, it is exit 407. So it's like 20 miles to the exit, and then it's another 10, 15 miles in, like 30, 35 miles. Here's the thing. So it looked long because of stupidity. I don't know why. Look at last year's. I did like 3 or 4 times the first year. I will post it. If you're following me on X, I'll put it on X later. Make sure you're subscribed here. Turn on notifications. Same thing with X, because here's how it's going to work when you get down there. You aren't calling me, okay? You can't call me. I can't answer 10 million questions. I am right now fried, okay? But I will update posts and stuff on X and on YouTube. And y'all, here's the thing. Today, a lot of the work I need to get done today on Dollywood, I had to postpone because those of you that don't know, my mother passed away a few months ago, and my father lives with us. My father lives with us. My mom and dad did live with us, and my father-in-law. Now my father-in-law and my father live with us. And my dad today asked me if I'd take him somewhere, and I haven't ended up taking him almost to Dollywood. It was actually the same exit. We actually went up to Buc-ee's, and there's a place right next to Buc-ee's he wanted to go to. So I got home. I don't even remember what I did before I ate. I put on the stream, I ate, and here we are now. Holy cow, we've been streaming a long time. Holy cow, this is longer than Friday Night Live is. All right, so yeah, just reach out. I'm driving from Tampa. I'm here to help too. Side Eyes is awesome. Side Eyes is absolutely awesome. But yeah, it's nothing's really far here. It's not. It's I mean, Friday night is. Oh, you know what? I figured out what that noise was. With the weather. I'm gonna get. Oh, it is rain is expected to stop in 26 minutes. I've been loving today's rain. You know why? I didn't have to go water the trees. Zach, how you doing, buddy? Hey, thanks. Traveling Fools, how you doing? Traveling Fools, I messaged you on X. Not like it's world stopping. But anyway, we'll talk soon, okay? And yeah, Traveling Fools is gonna be there, y'all. Traveling Fools. If you guys please, somebody please put Traveling Fools if anybody's awake. Because I'm not. Go check out Traveling Fools. He does trivia and stuff, and the guy, he is just amazingly awesome. And he's friends with Bigfoot. I'm not making that up. He's friends with Bigfoot. He has a video. Fools, do you have that video up still on your channel? Bigfoot, he talked Bigfoot into playing Rocky Top. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Y'all, we got some of the greatest people in the world around us, and I want more and more people to be part of this. And I want all you guys to hang out. Tell me about yourself. And just sit there and go, you know what? It's nice to meet real people. This is cool. This is cool. It's what it's all about. And thank you, T42. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Heather. Heather, I didn't see you come in, did I? Heather, or if I did and I didn't say hi, maybe I did say hi. I don't remember. Heather. I forgot what the last thing was I was going to tell you guys. Listen, I saw the big guy is going to be having a stream later on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump you guys off to him. Please go over there. Make sure, you know what, go into Baker's shop. Put some orange hearts in there. Okay, orange is my favorite color, always has been. So just put that orange in there. If nothing else, say, Baker, you are so lucky to have expert in your life. Like, where would you be without him? You know, I'll tell you where he'll be. He'd be working a soda jerk, living in a tent, saying no to everything when he really has to say yes. So that you got that. Guys, love y'all. Tomorrow night over on Emily C's, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. I want to be your ray of sunshine. Oh, I love you guys.